live! Here we are! The 2023 Almost Sideways Movie Awards. We're handing out some Pinots.
And some Merlot.
And potentially some Merlot as well. Let's do it! Maybe. I hit it. Should I hit it again? Oh, mine's just not working.
Las Vegas, a city built on sand, broken dreams, and $5 lobster. A city where you can get a happy ending if you pay a little extra. A city home to a movie event greater than the Oscars, the Golden Globes, and World War II combined. It's the Almost Sideways Movie Awards. Let's get some Pinot.
That's always better when we've got Nicolas Cage. All right, well, welcome everybody. We are live for the Almost Sideways Movie Awards in Las Vegas.
From Treasure Island.
From Treasure Island, yes, we are in Todd's humble abode for the few days we were here in Treasure Island. And it's the Movie Awards. This is what? How many times have we actually been together in the same room to record? Once? This is the second time. Second time we've been together. Second time we've recorded an episode in Vegas. We did that before when it was just three of us.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I'm Terry. We've got Adam. We've got Zach. We've got Todd. We're going to have a lot of fun here. We're handing out Pinot. We're handing out Merlot for the bad stuff. And, of course, we got to talk about it. Let's get into it. Like I said, it's the Almost Sideways Awards. Handing out Pinots live in Las Vegas. Todd, you are the one that is telling us, or that is mixing for us today. So you got to tell us, what are we drinking?
We are drinking 99 proof, 99 brand whipped schnapps. We are drinking Midnight Moon, Lemonade Moonshine, and orange juice. And it is, boy, that's what I call it. No, that is a good drink.
In our
It is good and refreshing.
Our new Vegas Ups. Branded just for this.
Tighter than a nun's asshole.
Yes.
There's that too. Yes. Tight.
Right, what are we expecting, guys? What are we expecting here? I know 99% of the results. We have some.
No, you
Well,
don't. You only know like the
Suspense
like the main categories.
I know the main categories. So here's how the Almost Sideways Movie Awards, but then we'll get into what we're expecting. The way we do this is we have submitted our nominations for categories, which would be picture, director, actor, actress, supporting actor, supporting actress, screenplays, and ensemble, and added one this year. So we're going to reveal the nominees for those, as well as debate what should be nominated and what win the Almost Sideways minor category. If you listen to our deep dives, you know what a lot of those categories are. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And we also have YouTube Award.
Yes.
That you guys top 10 movies that we reviewed on the channel. So that's the YouTube Best Picture lineup. Should be a good exploration of what you guys liked from us.
Exactly. So, what do you guys think is going to happen in this episode?
This is the weird. I think it's going to be a completely different lineup than anything that Oscar SAGs, anything done. I think there's going to be some overlap, but there's going to be. Zach, we got a comment. Zach Salt's going to win. That's what somebody's saying. Zach Saltz.
Zach is commenting his own video right now.
Yeah, it's very meta. Get those clips.
Zach is going to. There's nothing to win here.
Oh. Rutgers and Green Bay.
I like Nebraska 35-20 first half.
Can we talk about this? So Nebraska, this is what we're really here for.
So we're in Vegas, so we have definitely been frequenting the sports book.
So Todd, how much money did you put on it? 40?
Yeah, it was like $40.
I put $100.
So that wasn't the I wanted to make.
Shout out to the guy at Win. I hope he's watching now. Maybe he's taking a break like the ice cream chick. Like maybe he's tuning to the Pinots. He took our bets, and we got a lot of money riding on Nebraska, which is fascinating. Terry's so he's looking at his phone.
Heck yeah,
we're
We're
gonna
going to have breaking news on this podcast.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck retired.
Yeah.
And we also ran into Lamar Jackson today.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Jonathan, Mr.
Jonathan, shout out
Shout
to
out to
Jonathan.
at the
MVP.
New York
Minor characters
Sportsbook. Yeah.
So we came here. One of the things that we were saying when we came here is, would anybody recognize Adam as Andy Dalton? Because he does look like Andy Dalton. We have a running joke about it. If you're not sure, Google Andy Dalton really quick. So we're at New York. Adam and I are this morning, and some guy walks up to him and says, "You look like Andy Dalton." And who do I look like? And he looked like Lamar Jackson. So we got a picture of the two quarterback lookalikes together.
Saints Ravens Super Bowl in Vegas.
Let it happen. Shout out to Jonathan. There you go, bud.
We love you, Jonathan.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Nice.
He probably would have played better than Lamar Jackson did against the Chiefs.
Probably.
All right. Let's get into
Let's
this.
get our first award.
Let's do it. All right.
Pinot.
So first thing we're getting into
Probably.
is
I don't know. Do you have the Nebraska game on?
I don't.
No, but my video's lagging, and I assume the audio.
Well, yeah, my video always lags on YouTube.
No, this is on StreamYard.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Over
about
the stream.
it. As long as this is good, we're good.
Okay, so I asked that on the chat. If it was
Look,
lagging.
Yeah. As long as
Okay.
yeah, we're good. We're good.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful.
All right.
Either of those are going to be nominated.
Supporting actor, best supporting actor is the first one we're looking at. This is a nominated category.
Wait,
Oh, man.
what are the live lines that neither of those will be nominated?
Wait, what's the rule
Minus
on what we
120.
can reveal after the nominees? There, just the nominees that we had that weren't on the list.
Yeah. So
Or
normally
that
what
weren't
we do here is we'll reveal we do 6
on-
nominees.
Yeah, good stuff.
There we go.
We use 6 nominees. And only what we do is after that, we will say what else was in our top 10 because we give our top 10s. Say what else is in our top 10, and then
We do.
but don't say like positioning because we have to vote on this later, and positioning might affect certain things.
So
But we will figure out
Your top 10 that wasn't on the list.
top 10 that wasn't on the list
Wow.
in any order.
Okay.
In any order.
Okay.
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 Don't start with me, please. Wait. I
No,
should
no,
order.
no. It's supporting.
We're
This
about to-
is
we're about to
revealing
find out our
nominees.
nominees.
But I
This
can't
is
say out
revealing the
loud.
nominees,
Got
and that's what you have the tablet to watch
Okay.
on your computer.
Got it.
These
Oh,
are the rules, Zach.
Okay.
These are the rules.
What's been going on all weekend?
Here we go.
Paint over.
Zach doesn't know the rules, but here we go.
Okay.
If you're watching, you can see there's a picture of Robert De Niro and Charles Melton. Zach, I think any of them are getting nominated.
Minus 120.
Minus
like the
120,
odds.
neither are getting nominated. We're going to find out live
I think I
right now. I'm the only one that knows the nominees. Here we go.
Take back that bet, like the guy could win.
So, the nominees for the 23 Almost Sideways Awards for Best Supporting Actor are. Did it switch? Maybe getting there.
It's getting
There's
there.
a little like, okay, here we go. Josiah Cross for 1001.
Wow. That's the artifice girl of this category. Shocking.
Wow.
Robert De Niro for Killers of the
There we
Flower
go.
Moon.
Shock. Josiah, first of all, Josiah Cross.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Wait till we get the whole list. Wait till we get the whole list. Next one. Milo Machado Grainer
Wow,
for Anatomy of a
wow.
Fall.
Wait, was he the kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know who didn't vote for him.
Yeah. Jonathan Majors for Creed 3.
There we go. Our podcast is canceled.
Oh, there it is. The video's kind of taking a little while, but we're good. Next, we have
There
Jason
we go.
Momoa for
Yes.
X.
The people's vote right there.
And
Wow.
that's 5. The last nominee, Holt McCallany for the Iron
Wow.
Claw.
Yes.
AKA the dad, right?
AKA
Yes,
the
that's
dad.
the dad.
AKA dad. All right, so there they are.
Wow.
There are these 6 nominees
Wow.
at the Pinos for Best Supporting Actor.
That
Absolute.
Let me see here. I can give you. Don't look.
All right,
Don't look at my
I'm
screen.
on.
Don't look at my screen.
I'm looking at
I can give you some.
Dude.
Was Josiah the kid?
Josiah
This is
Cross
the oldest
is
version of
the
kid.
oldest version of the kid.
Wow.
Who the hell? Oh, sorry. That's Adam.
That's
not
I know.
All right.
Right.
Runner up. You had guys like
This is why supporting actor was so tough. I had such a hard.
Josiah Cross over Glenn Howerton.
No, he's lead.
Oh, he's lead.
Runner up-
You do your
Runner up was
Over Jamie Foxx.
runner up was Dave Bautista for Knock at the Cabin.
Oh my god.
I still don't get the Josiah Cross thing. I don't think anyone nominated him except for you two.
I know. I mean,
How is that
he's on
possible?
my list. I'm
He
just
is?
saying. Jamie
Oh,
Foxx is the
wow.
hard part. I thought Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx should be in
Where was he in the race?
He was close. He was like 8th or 9th. He was like 8th or 9th.
Wow. This is a cool list, though. I mean, this is one of these. Obviously, is an Oscar nominee. The rest of these 0 nominations are combined.
Yeah, yeah. Like
That's
that.
what you get from the Pinos.
I nominate someone else from 1001.
You did. You did.
I nominated Lucky. No.
Oh,
Lucky,
oh,
the
the-
boyfriend.
Okay.
So let's go
Awesome.
through. Let's go through what we nominated.
He was better than the grown-up kid, but that was a dumb pick by me.
No,
So, you know,
Lucky was
whatever.
way better.
do you want the-
The grown-up kid,
Lucky was
yeah,
the
the grown-up
first-
kid had a couple really good scenes.
He went. That was why the movie wasn't.
I just watched it again the other day. He's still.
He's good in it, but the first half of the movie is better than the second. Have you seen 1001, Adam?
I did, yes. It's
Okay.
15. Okay. All right. What's our
All
number?
right. So who wants what they got? What's they
All
got?
right, I'll go. I thought this was the weakest category. I had trouble filling out 10. So I also nominated Jamie Foxx with Burial, which we decided was supporting as a group. We decided he was supporting instead of lead. Luis Zahara in The Beast, Jeremy Bobb in Butcher's Crossing, which was a cager that I really liked. Jacob Elordi in Priscilla.
There we go.
I assume Priscilla was the only time I was going to get nominated for anything or have a chance. And Chris Messina in Air. That's the bottom of the barrel of what I was going with. And yeah, it's a couple.
Casino was a dark horse.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go
So-
next.
Good stuff.
I got next. My nominees that didn't make the cut: Jamie Foxx, Burial, RDJ for Oppenheimer, Jonathan Tuckers for Palm Trees
Oh.
and Power Lines,
Nice.
Louis Pullman, a P-nominated actor, Starling Girl,
Mm.
and Dave Bautista. Yeah.
Dave Bautista get nominated?
No, he was.
He was just missed.
Wow.
He just
He's a
missed.
snub because he was on my list.
Wow. Okay. Well, then what's your?
Forrest Goodluck in How to Blow Up a Pipeline.
Which one?
He was the Native American from North Dakota. He was the
Oh.
munitions specialist.
All the performances were lousy in that.
Well, that's good too.
No. All right.
Soya Kurakawa in Monster, who at this moment I don't remember who he was in the movie.
Of course.
Dar Salim in Guy Ritchie's The Covenant.
Ooh. Good.
Wow, that's a good one.
Louis Pullman in The Starling Girl. And then this is sad. I mean, this is really sad. John Magaro and Teo Yu. I mean, what are you guys thinking? What are you on? Now, I know that Teo Yu is maybe a lead actor, but I mean, come on. John Magaro, man, he's amazing in that movie. And Teo Yu, put him in supporting or lead. Either way, he's amazing. I put him in support.
I think we all were supposed to put it in sport.
The other stuff I had on my list that didn't make it, I had Dave Bautista. Knock at the Cabin. I had Robert Downey Jr. Oppenheimer. I had Jacob Elordi for Priscilla.
Oh, the good. Yeah, so we both had the right
Adam's
Jacob
gonna
Elordi
miss.
movie.
I had
He's going to miss.
Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. What was in?
Momoa's in the list.
Oh,
Look at
We
the
already announced the
list.
nominees.
It's literally on the screen right now.
He's already been nominated.
I told Adam that I liked the plus 120 that Momoa.
And I wanted to make sure I snuck him in there. Ron Perlman for the retirement plan.
Oh,
That's another one I
that's a
did.
good
Hard cut.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was better than Josiah Cross.
I mean,
Todd knows it. We all know it.
All right,
All right.
first nominees are out there.
I like
It's
this
a great,
list.
it's a great list. Like this is what the Pinots are all about.
Yeah.
Coming up with a brand
Majors
new
and
crap.
Momoa. Come on.
Majors and Momoa.
Somebody's gonna have to watch Creed now.
Yeah, exactly.
he's amazing in Creed 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
moving on. Our next category is minor character of the year. Best minor character of the year. This is a debated category. So what's going to happen is we're each going to put forth a nominee. And Zach, because the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, gets to determine the Chiefs. Yes, they did. He gets to determine the order we nominate. Then we're going to have a consensus nominee to come up with our 5 and debate who the winner is. Like live. This is what we're doing. So Minor character. Zach, what's the order going to be?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And then who's going to go
Didn't
next?
expect that, did he? I'll decide next.
You'll decide after that. Okay. So Zach's going to start.
I'm gonna get this party started.
Minor character.
I'm gonna get this party started. These girls want to party. Okay, get into books. Get into libraries. Let the people decide. I'm going just because I'm gonna piss everyone off. I'm going with Snoop from Anatomy of a Fall. And obviously, he's a great minor character.
Is he really minor?
He does not really appear in significant parts of the movie until 30 minutes. We need to talk about Snoop's acting. I think it's better than future Academy Award Robert Downey Jr. and apparently Arlette's crush. Snoop, that is such great dog acting. That remember when we did our power rankings of animals, I loved Adam and Todd because I was like, I can't say Snoop because you haven't seen the movie. I don't know, most people know about it. Snoop's acting is the greatest dog acting in the history of dog acting. So there's no way that it can't be mentioned.
The dog's name is Messy, by the way.
Messy. And he's been showing up all over social media from the Neon Instagram page. So I appreciate Snoop. We're gonna Todd.
We got a dog
Oh yeah, there we
as
go.
a Pinot Nom.
We got a dog as a Pinot Nom. Yes, we do.
Do we think we have somebody that's non-negotiable?
No.
It could. We'll see. I don't know.
No, just keep going. We'll figure it out.
So this is the problem. Do I go with the one that I know needs to be on there, or do I go with the different one?
That's
I mean, it depends on just the category form. I don't know. I'm going with Baron Davis and Joyride.
Great call.
Playing Baron Davis.
Yes,
So,
great call.
doing it for Stickman and other categories. But I mean, when you're watching a movie and an athlete you haven't seen in probably 10 years pops on the screen, you're like, is that really Baron Davis in this movie? And it actually was Baron Davis playing Baron Davis. Playing some athlete overseas, I think, in some league. He's playing in some Chinese league. It was interesting, but he was funny. He was really good in that movie. And so Baron Davis, I think I'm going to throw him in there for minor character because he only had a couple of scenes. Yeah, they were really funny, really weird scenes, but yeah.
Let's start the Joyride train.
It's
show
one
up
of those
several
weird
times
movies
today.
that we all really
We
kind of
loved it.
enjoyed.
It's a great movie.
We did. All right, who's next?
We'll go Adam next.
Adam, you're next.
All right, so minor character for me, I have a really long list here, but all right. Well, I think
Long but distinguished.
it is a very long and distinct list here, but I'm going to go with a movie that I feel like I want to know more about this specific character, and that is Simu Liu's character Ken in Barbie.
Yes.
Okay, so he was born to play Barbie.
Okay.
He was not born to play.
No, that is true. He is born to play Ken, but yeah, that was a really good drink. Anyway, he was born to play.
Well,
This
Fremont
character.
won this Cassavetes Award.
Who's fun? Oh, it's a movie with
Over two of my top 10s.
Arthur's Girl. Anyway,
Updates on the Independent Spirit Awards. Okay,
We know you're watching this.
well now I'm next. Gosh, that kind of messes things up.
because I thought you may have went there.
How
No,
many?
I
We
was
only
gonna
have
go
5
there.
nominees, right?
Yeah. I was gonna go with Michael Cera for
This is gonna
Barbie
take 5 hours.
because
we're
of
not
talent.
even through the second, and then we have to debate them.
All right, I'm gonna go really random here and go with it because I think she needs to be a 2 nominee at the Pinots. I'm going with Hannah Skagula
Yes.
from Poor Things.
There we go.
Which one is?
She was the one that
Marriage of
that
Maria
Bella
Vaughn.
Baxter was obsessed with touching her hair.
God,
And, like,
Shagulia, anytime she's in a movie, she needs to be nominated for Pinot.
Yeah.
It's some from Poor
And
Things
she
on
was
the
and
list.
she was like
the old lady, the one that was in the Macbeth movie. The
one that
like
ran the brothel.
yeah.
Okay,
She
there's
is
that
good.
too.
Damn, that's a good.
But
pick.
this one, I like
That's
this
the
one.
only
Like
good
this is
character
like
in
the
the movie.
only character who
Actually-
actually understood Bella the entire time.
But I like Todd's more. Shit, the
No.
the matron was.
As soon as I saw her, I'm like, that's my Pinot nominee
But
for
she-
minor
I
character.
like the Shagulia because we nominated her.
Yeah, the nominee.
I do like.
She was
that.
nominated for our
I like
2008
it.
awards last year. Okay,
So
so now it's Marshawn,
it's
right?
gotta be Marshawn.
Marshawn's
We have
over.
two athletes.
All right,
It's
Marshawn.
over.
Marshawn Lynch for Bums is the
Your G.
I have
non-negotiable.
a long list of good other options.
Okay, what are your other options, Todd?
Well, I mean, I have Charles Purdy and Blackberry, who's the the Michael Ironside character who comes in and like runs place kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I have Jim in No Hard Feelings, which is like the friend, the guy friend who has all the lines in the first half of the movie. I don't know if Carrie ever saw that movie.
I did.
Okay.
I think.
Guy Fieri in 80, of course.
Yeah.
Alan and Barbie. I don't know if he's actually mine. He might be a supporting character.
I
Jefferson
was
White.
gonna say Alan. He said Simu Liu.
Yeah, so that's
I had Alan on my list too, honestly.
Jefferson White's character in Eileen, just because
Yes.
like half of the scene.
Because we couldn't remember.
And Todd thought he was gonna get nominated for an Oscar.
And we also have another Alfred Fox in the retirement plan.
Good
The head of the
call.
He was in the
cartel.
last scene of the movie.
Yeah, he's in the head of the cartel or something. Yeah. So
Awesome.
All right, I'll go next.
Okay.
I got Alan. Okay, Tom was Scott Sice's character in Cocaine Bear. He was one of the paramedics with the mustache.
Oh, sure.
He's also a very funny comedian. He does the IKEA employee stuff, so he's really funny on TikTok. Tilda Swinton's character, Killer, the
There we
expert
go.
character, that
God,
character
she
was
should've
going to be
made
in that
That's a
one.
great one.
In the post-credit sequence of Marvels, we had either Lashana Lynch or Beast in that movie. Could have been nominated. Kelsey Grammer. Kim Teeth is Paris. Mission
Kim Teeth,
Impossible.
yeah.
Mission Impossible. Paul Wins, who was cameoed in Quiz Lady at the very end of the movie. Samara Weaving's character in Scream. We could have gone Daniel Kaluuya's Spider-Punk character in Across the Spider-Verse, which is interesting. And also, what's her name? I never can say her name.
Which one?
Oh,
Ayo Adabiri?
Yeah, in Theater Camp. She's the best one. So
Yes.
I can never say her name correctly.
one of the 20 movie shoots that was here.
Yeah, Theater Camp. But that's what I had.
All right. So the other ones I had Parker Posey for Beau is Afraid.
Damn it, Terry.
That would have been a good
I
one.
had that too.
That would have been a great one. And I thought, and what Tilda Swinton would have been great too. I had Ray Liotta for Cocaine Bear. R.I.P. Nicolas Cage in The Flash. You got to throw it in there. And Ernie Hudson in The Retirement Plan.
Oh, okay, that's what he's good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ernie.
Yeah, he's totally an assassin.
He's totally.
More line reading, but it's so endearing at the time. Zach, what'd you have?
You mentioned Parker Posey, which was, I thought, the obvious one. I don't really have anything. Maybe like iPhone in BlackBerry.
Now we're just down fives. Great call. I love it.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
All right, so Marshawn's winning, right?
Marshawn Lynch winning.
I disagree with that completely.
I
But
guess my vote.
I like it.
Marshawn.
But
Okay.
Marshawn.
Snoop should win.
Marshawn just lost the Spirit Award.
Marshawn just lost the Spirit Award, but he just won a Pinot.
He's in Vegas somewhere.
He's
right?
got to be in Vegas somewhere. I mean, I went and visited
It's
him.
probably Andy Dalton.
I went and visited his store yesterday, wearing his shirt, his Beast Mode shirt. So maybe we go visit his store later and say, "Hey, we just gave you a movie award for your Rolling Bottoms," because he just hangs out in his store. It happens. There we go.
He was cursing out all the 49er fans after the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's pretty
thanks.
I couldn't make it through 30 minutes of
We weren't
Bond.
here yet.
I thought Bond was terrible. I mean, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that live on the air. I couldn't make it through 30. It was a very similar experience to watch the South Park. I couldn't do
Yes. All right. We are live update Twitter.
Go Nebraska.
Refusing to have another name for it. So minor character, Marshawn Lynch beats out Hanasula, Simu Liu, Baron Davis, and Snoop the Dog.
Two-time nominee Hannah
Snoop Dogg, but Snoop the Dog. Two-time nominee Hanasula. Okay. Moving on, we just did minor character.
1979.
It is now time for the biggest stickman of the year. Biggest stickman of the year.
We're gonna start with Terry on this one.
Oh, okay. Biggest stickman. All right. Edit the thing. So, all right. Biggest stickman. I gotta get to my notes here. My biggest stickman. Oh man. Okay. I'm going Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction.
There we go.
Wow.
Solid pick.
Like that's I'm taking maybe the low hanging fruit there, but
Stickman supporting actor of all time.
yeah, I think that's fair to say. He's making up for lost time
That's a beautiful pick.
and doing it well. So Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction. That's my nominee.
I
Zach,
really think I pick.
I know. I was gonna
Oh,
say.
I just my reaction
Yeah.
to it. I love it. I think it's an awesome pick. I think Sterling K. Brown should win Best Supporting Actor.
Oh,
That's
hot
a hot take.
that is your
For what?
very hot take.
Jamie Lee Curtis can win.
Sterling K. Brown can
How
win.
much different is that role?
Right, who's going next?
We're gonna go Adam next.
Adam. Stickman.
All right, we are going with.
Don't steal mine, Adam.
No, it's not. No, this is the one that I've had a winner for a long time. We had Kat, Stephanie Shu's character in Joyride.
And more Joyride. Get the Joyride.
All right.
Because she had a
Stephanie
tattoo on her thing, and yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
definitely the
That
stickman.
shit was the funniest scene in any movie in 2013.
Yeah, Joyride,
2023.
another nom.
All right, so we got Sterling K. Brown, we
We're
got
gonna think on
Stephanie
that in
Shu.
15 years.
We totally are.
Let's go
All
Todd,
right.
Todd next.
Todd.
I got Dan in 80 for Brady, which is the Hamlin character, the one that's running the party, like that they all end up at. That guy, he totally had that like Hugh Hefner type swag, and Terry Hamlin, which is funny because he's
We
a
got
Batman
80
actor.
for Brady.
80
We
for
got an 80 for Brady now.
One of my favorite movies of the year is in my top 50.
What made the top 50?
Dan in 80 for Brady. I think he's got to be a stick man after all the old
It
things.
was a year ago that we reviewed 80 for Brady.
It was a year ago.
That's insane.
All right, you're the only one left.
I knew no one was going to pick this because it also has some pun value, but I'm going with Bradley Cooper and Maestro because he had a stick and he was a man. That makes him a stick man. And someone's at our door. I wonder if they're telling us to
Calm it
shut
down.
Shut the hell up.
Too many fans.
And then maybe it's Tana Shibuya.
All right.
Bradley Cooper, he was getting around by that movie.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You want to check?
This is what happens when we're live.
Minor characters, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my security here.
We spice much all of a sudden.
I got my trouble.
Go. All right, thanks.
Arrested. Yeah, what the hell happened?
That was fun.
That was fun.
Well,
All
that
right.
was the
Well, there we
scary
go.
one.
All right, so
Wow.
Zach just went with Bradley Cooper, Maestro. I actually had in my list I had Bradley Cooper for Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, there we go.
Because
I don't know what that means.
yeah, which I don't think you guys even saw.
Wait,
So-
what's Wait, this was our what? This is our,
Stickman.
oh, well, we're going with our.
Well, yeah. So we
others
need our
mentioned.
consensus pick. So we've got Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction, Stephanie Shu for Joyride, Harry
That's-
Hamlin
that's
for
what-
80 for Brady, Bradley Cooper for Maestro.
And so that was what you liked the most. What you're
That,
saying.
well, that I was just saying I had Bradley Cooper, but for a different movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Stickman?
yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Like he got Michelle Rodriguez, and he's 2 feet tall.
Oh, true.
I
I was just thrown off by the security coming in.
know that was kind of nuts.
I think that they would have.
That's going to be a YouTube short.
We should have invited them in as a guest.
They're the minor
I wanna
characters.
make
Okay.
They should get reserved. We should have given them a Pinot. They
We should have
probably
given
did.
them. Yeah. All right. So we need a consensus pick.
Yeah, okay, so we need to go with our options. So go with
Yeah.
your other honorable
So I think a good consensus pick. We could almost do like a double nom and say Jacob Elordi for Priscilla and Saltburn.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's not a bad one. I had him mentioned too. So
Are we doing that?
Yes.
I had him listed for both of those.
Okay.
So-
But I think we're gonna go with first. This is Pinot history here. First nomination for 2 movies.
Well, no,
At
we
the same
did for Eric Roberts for
Oh, yeah.
and for The Dark Knight.
First time for 2 movies.
Yeah.
For 2 movies. Priscilla and Saltburn. Okay, so we got Sterling K. Brown, Stephanie Shu, Harry Hamlin, Bradley Cooper, Elordi. Who's winning?
So we should still go over other options, right?
Oh yeah, we still got. Let's go over what else we had. I mentioned a little bit.
Well, we'll just finish it and then we'll get through with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
finish it and then we'll go over that. All right. Well, who's gonna win? Who should win?
You got the Wisconsin.
Sterling K. Brown, Stephanie Shu, Harry Hamlin, Bradley Cooper, Jacob Elordi.
I remember Harry Hamlin.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
He was running
Yeah,
big ass
he's-
party they went to.
yeah, I remember the scene. I don't remember him that much.
I think Sterling K. Brown's the winner.
I mean,
not-
it
he's not
is
gonna
the
win.
most.
He's not going to win at the Oscars, sadly. So he should win. And Todd's not nominating him for supporting actor, so this is the only Pinot chance he really gets.
I think he's the most like obvious choice.
He's a -20.
Stephanie Shu went like
Stephanie Shu is pretty
I
obvious.
like Stephanie Shu.
That's a good call too.
Can we do a tie? Maybe like 1967.
Oh, we're not doing the sound design Netflix 2 years ago. We're not doing that. Okay.
All right. Who are we voting for?
Stephanie Shu.
Sterling Cameron.
Sterling Brown.
Well, this is.
So 70
I
Shu.
was gonna,
Okay.
I was gonna say Elvis.
Well, you're gonna say all
Well,
this.
technically, I voted for my own, so I guess I shouldn't be voting for my own.
I for my own too.
For Snoop from Anatomy.
I'm okay. Snoop the dog. I'd be okay with Elvis too. I think that's a good call,
Do you know-
and he's good in
I haven't seen him so.
good man in both. He's really good. You've seen Saltburn though,
Yeah,
and he's a.
I would vote for Sue over Salt Lordy.
I find it funny that our image for biggest stick man is a different character from Saltburn.
See,
I think
I had him
Lordy's
written
sort of
down
a
too,
bad
actually.
stick.
Oliver.
Now we don't think great. So.
This is true. This is true.
I would be okay with Stephanie. We have to.
I'd be okay with 70 Shu.
Those
too.
are clearly the top two.
And Joyride needs a win.
Let's do it.
70 Shu,
That's
done.
fine.
70
I like
Shu,
it.
you won the Pinot.
First
For the biggest stick man.
Here we
First-
go.
First female stick man. We never even do that
Sick person.
in our
Joyride. Joyride's gonna be the most nominated film. I
In our
really
details. All right, there we go. Moving on.
Speaking of Joyride, supporting
We
actress.
just did biggest stick man. On
But
from
we didn't
there.
go with our other options.
Oh, we didn't go our other options. All right, before we get to best supporting actress,
Ro-
back.
I have my other options were J. Robert Oppenheimer because he.
Yeah, good call.
And Lorenzo and Mafia Mama. Bella in Four Things, of course, and Tomas in Passages.
Ah, yeah.
He's
French Kowski.
he fits a lot of categories.
He does. He does.
Very multiple, valuable.
The only other thing I had down was any of the old guys in the movie Back on the Strip I saw, like Wesley Snipes or Smooth, as like 60-year-old strippers. What else did you guys have?
All right, I had Jeff from Bottoms. He was one of
Ooh.
those Palestine. Also, a couple of Joyride noms.
It was Jeff.
Lolo, and Audrey, Sherry Cole's character, and Ashley Park's character in Joyride as well. Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Flower Moon. He wrapped it up overseas. Felix from Saltburn, and also Bug, Jamie Foxx's dog character in Strays, because they
That's a
literally
good call.
another dog. They hump gnomes.
I know. I'm your father.
Father.
It's funny that we meet like this. That's a good call. Okay.
The only one I have is Margaret Qualley in Sanctuary. Just want to put that out there.
Okay. Okay.
Good call.
It's also a good movie grid. Featured the other day.
All right. Let's move on.
All right.
They didn't see Sanctuary.
I didn't see Sanctuary. All right.
Soda.
Oh god.
So moving on from
Really?
Biggest Stick Man, we're moving into Best Supporting
It already
Actress.
started?
All right, best
That's
supporting
a-
actress.
Best Supporting Actress. We've got Julianne Moore on the
always
screen. We have Danielle Brooks on the screen. We got
Sandra
Sandra Hüller on the screen. We got Jodie Foster on the screen. Are any of those getting nominated?
Oh, I have no
I have a
idea.
feeling no. That's really interesting.
All right, it's going to be interesting. Let's see what happened. All right,
So we're looking at YouTube. Right?
or StreamYard, dude. You're on StreamYard, dude. All right, the nominees for Best Supporting Actress are Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple,
All right.
Nice.
Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, placing her in the right category. Sandra Hüller in The Zone of Interest.
Voted for that.
I love the commentary Zach is giving here.
There's only 3 other people here.
I guess.
Rachel McAdams for Are You There, God? It's Me,
Yes.
Margaret.
She was good in that. That's a good pick.
Sarah Montpetit in Falcon Lake.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
And Divine Joy Randolph in The Holdovers.
Okay.
So there is our
great
list of
list.
6
Holy
reactions.
shit! Yes. Wow. Okay.
Holy
Wait.
shit, yes.
Oh, shit.
That's the reaction.
I do like this. These are 2 Oscar-nominated actresses in the lead category, but we don't do that.
But the one is for a different movie.
I know. This is a cool list. I approve.
You approve?
This is a cool list. I love the Falcon Lake nom because no one else would have done that. It's a great freaking movie. Gladstone, McAdams getting in there, awesome. Someone of interest. Could she be a double nom today? That's the Senator Hewler giving me a double nom. That's good.
The only thing about this, it's a little corporate. You know, it's kind of like that casino we were at yesterday that Adam got food at. What's it called, Todd? The bar?
Resort World.
Resort World.
They are.
This is the resort. This is the resort world of the
The
Pinot.
one that was rated R.
You think this is a little too pretentious?
No, it's just a little too. Yeah, no one is surprising here.
Sarah
See?
Bon Petite?
Sarah.
Nobody's even seen Falcon Lake.
Where is the Joyride nomination? I'm sorry. That's what
because
that's what
I think we all like different.
We
performances.
all
Yeah,
had
it's only
different
fair.
Joyride nominees. That's the thing. That's the bad part.
It's just a little too. It's a little too chalk.
This is a fun category.
We needed some like Parker Posey and Beau's Afraid shit. You know, like it
No,
could
but
get a
she's
little
not-
too.
I mean, she's a minor character. But you could have nominated her here, I guess.
All right, Todd, who else did you have nominated?
I had Nichols in The Artifice Girl,
Yeah.
Jesse Pinnock in This Closeness, and Stephanie Hsu in Joyride,
There we go.
of course, which was my favorite. I thought she was the star of that movie. And I had Sadie Stanley in Queens.
God, now
Wow.
that is a good pick.
I thought she was great.
How I didn't include. She's amazing. She was a great.
She was
She
I
could
had
have been
number
several.
4.
She could have been a
on my
good
list.
stick hand too. I mean, we could have really put that on the list there.
Zach, who else did you have?
Well, can I put Todd's whatever actress that was from somewhere in Queens?
No.
Okay. I would also go with Ariella Barre from How to Blow Up a Pipeline.
Jeez, he really loved it.
Sakura Ando from Monster. I think she was the mom in that movie. Sabrina Wu from Joyride. We love Joyride on this podcast. I actually went with Laurie Metcalf from Somewhere in Queens. We're going to deep
Okay.
dive that movie in 10 years. You know it. Paula Beer in A Fire. Nimra Busha in Polite Society. Adam knows what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's a good choice.
I guess I did get Sandra Huller. Oh, I shouldn't say that out loud. I'm trying to say she's on the list. And then I went with the daughter from Family Switch, Emma Myers. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Playing
great.
Wow, that is
All right,
Family
I
Switch.
had-
Another movie of the year.
ones that I had on my list that haven't been mentioned or that didn't get nominated. America for Barbie, I had on my list. I had Cinda Nichols for Artifice Girl.
see.
Here we go.
I had Tilda Swinton for The Killer for one scene. I had her
Oh,
nominated.
that would've been
Awesome.
awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. I had Journey Smollett for The Burial.
Ooh.
I had,
Is the lawyer, right?
yeah, she's the lawyer. I had Jodie Foster for Naiad,
Nice.
and I had Maura Tierney for The Iron Claw.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so mine Mia Goth for Infinity Pool.
A terrible performance.
I'll see. Florence Pugh for Oppenheimer.
Also terrible.
Cara Jade Myers for the Killers of Our Moon. How's that
That's
one?
good.
That was the mom, right?
That was sister who
That
got
was
murdered.
sister. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Which one? Spoiler.
Lisa Sutherland for Evil Dead Rise.
There we go. That's nasty.
And Carrie Coon for Boston Strangler.
Is that even all?
We don't worry about Bill Sedgwick.
Well, that was my
I'm
one.
going to ask like that in Wine Country.
Okay.
All right, well, there we go. There's our list.
Hell,
Danielle Brooks
dude, I just
for
love
The
this
Color
list,
Purple.
dude.
Liv Stone, Killers of the Flower Moon. Sandra Hüller, The Zone of Interest. Rachel McAdams, There God, It's Me, Margaret. Simone Petite for Falcon Lake. And Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers.
I really like it.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Moving
dude.
on. Our next category.
Forget. Oh,
Most Nicolas Cage performance. All those images on your screen
At least it's low scoring.
are
5 to 4.
Nicolas Cage
We're gonna get
performances from this year.
I'm missing one too.
And you're missing one. You're missing Butcher's Crossing, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm missing that one because that wasn't supposed to come out, and then all of a sudden it came out.
He's not even in the Spider-Man of this year.
He is. He showed up at the very end. His character appeared.
Okay, so we had eight.
His character showed up at the very end. He didn't, but it was there.
And
So,
the other bald Nicolas Cage.
yeah, the good one.
Yeah, the one that I had it ranked in it made my top 25.
All right.
All right, so Zach, who's going first?
I'm gonna go with Todd first.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Oh man, this is tough. There's a lot. I have 8 written down that are really solid options. I'm going with Tim Ballard, the main character in Sound of Freedom, because that's
wow.
the kind of thing that he used to
So
do.
Jim
a lot.
Caviezel?
Yeah, the Jim Caviezel role in Sound of Freedom. And he had his run where he was doing like these times. He did the Left Behind movie. He was really good playing these like so real message movies like this. And when he was doing direct to DVD part of his career. So Tim Ballard, Sound of Freedom. I think that's the most Nicolas Cage role of the year.
That's Son of Freedom.
It's a good call. That's a good call. Zach, who's next?
Terry next.
I'm going with Mark Ruffalo as Duncan Wedderburn in Poor Things.
Oh wow,
Top 10 Terry movie.
that would have been an interesting.
Like, can you see him getting slapped and going, "Ow"? I mean, he almost is doing a Nicolas Cage impression, like a British Nicolas Cage, as he's doing that movie.
I want to hear him go, Bella!
Bella, Stella, or I mean, and I was thinking about like Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things. That character is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a great Nicolas Cage moment, like 10, 15 years ago.
2006 Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. All right, who's next, Zach?
I'm gonna go next.
Adam.
All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to. Okay. We're gonna go with a character that I could totally see playing. We are going with Steve Raglan, Matthew Lillard's character in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, that is the Adam pick of the year.
I haven't even seen it.
But that's the thing. It's Willy's Willy's a Wonderland pick. Willy's Wonderland.
Oh man.
They have 11.6 minutes.
Stop talking about the game you're betting on. All right.
So
So that means who still needs to go? Zach still needs to go. He just is delayed so we can keep watching his basketball.
Yeah, I'm going Nicolas Cage as the cocaine bear.
yeah, I'm written down too.
The bear.
He's played the bear before kicking the old lady and the man.
Yes.
There we go.
All right. So we've got Jim Caviezel in Sound of Freedom, Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things, Matthew Lillard in Five Nights at Freddy's, the bear in Cocaine Bear. We need a non-negotiable. I've got 2 suggestions that are the only other 2 I had written down. Dave Bautista in Knock at the Cabin. Like, can you see him saying, "We need to prevent the apocalypse"? I can totally see that. The other one is there is a time where Nicolas Cage is Oppenheimer. Like that would have happened at one point.
1999.
Okay.
Yeah, that like he would be the one steamrolling his way to Oscar playing Oppenheimer at one point.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
So those are my 2 ideas
So I got
of what we can as our non-negotiable.
a couple ideas here too. Either Viola Davis or Peter Dinklage in the Hunger Games movie, because I can definitely see them playing those characters up quite a bit. Jason Momoa and Fast X, I could see them.
That was another
a good one.
one.
We could go Willem Dafoe side. Like
I said that too. Willem Dafoe. Yes.
Yes, we gotta do that one.
Wait,
Maybe Rick Hoffman in Thanksgiving. That would be fun. That's heat. That would be a fun one.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Kind of looks like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. See, that's another one.
I think that's more because he looks like Nicolas Cage. Not that it actually.
Four is a lot.
All right, what are you guys thinking?
Todd's turn.
I had the Bradley Cooper character Marley in Dungeons and Dragons. The Heron and Boy and the Heron. I think he could have with that voice.
Oh yeah.
The dad in the Iron Claw. I feel like that's something he would have done in his Joe era. And I also had a Jalapa, which is the alcoholic stick man in Fallen Leaves.
That's a good one.
I think that's a great Nicolas Cage character, even though he doesn't speak the language.
Zach, did you have any other ideas?
No.
Okay.
You have anything else written
All right.
down?
So what are we thinking? What are we liking
The
from
bear.
the stuff that's been? Well,
We got to
We got our fifth
No, that's
nominee.
fifth nominee.
We gotta do
these
Willem
are the
Dafoe.
rules, Zach.
Okay.
Willem Dafoe because he's in a house. I would love to see Nicolas Cage just in a house by himself,
Cage.
That was one of my top picks.
taking
Willem
a shit in a pool.
Willem
That was-
Dafoe and Inside. I'm good with that. Willem Dafoe and Inside.
I
All
never
right.
saw it.
I saw that on the plane.
Just keep watching your back.
Okay, thanks. That's a good idea.
All right. Split it here. We got Jim Caviezel, Mark Ruffalo, Matthew the Bear, and Willem Dafoe.
The bear.
The bear probably gets my vote.
The Bear and Cocaine
Wow.
Bear. This is the most random category we have. Like what won last year? It was.
Ambulance. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Did Jake Gyllenhaal and he win?
Yeah, he won.
He won.
Who won the 08 ones?
The 08 one was
John
JCB.
Yeah.
Inside would have been too similar.
Okay. The Bear and Cocaine Bear. You have won.
Wait, no.
No,
Was it JCVD or was it
was
both
J-
Nixon? Or
No,
Frost
JCVD.
and Nixon.
it was JCB.
Okay.
Frost and Nixon was nominated, but JCVD won. So the Bear and
Wasn't
Cocaine
that
Bear.
best
You
minor
have won a
character,
Pinot
Frost or Nixon?
for having the most
No.
Nicolas Cage performance of the year.
Nebraska can't do
That is
shit.
ridiculous.
Problem.
All right.
Good.
A
They
bear
got
won.
one. Don't
All right.
make 'em-
A bear just won a Pinot.
A Bear just won a Pinot.
Okay.
All right, so we just finished our roll for Cage. Moving on, our next award is Worst Performance of the Year. This is when we no longer are giving out Pinot,
We got a Merlot.
we're giving out a Merlot.
There we go.
So,
Remember below that.
Worst Performance of the Year.
Right now, it's to Nebraska's offense.
It's early.
Hit anything.
Zach is just,
You don't give a shit.
you're amazing, Zach. Okay,
Yeah, the under's going. That's why.
That's
this
good.
is the
All right.
under's good.
Zach, who's going first on handing out the Worst Performance of the Year?
We're gonna go Terry first.
I'm going first. Okay, let me see here. There's some good stuff here, but there's like I knew this was gonna be my nominee, even though none of them seen it. I don't really care. It's Casey Affleck in Dreamin' Wild. I think I said it when I reviewed it.
You did say that.
Yeah. I said it's the worst performance of the year, otherwise a cool story, a cool movie, but he ruins it by being horrible. Walton Goggins is great. Casey Affleck sucks. So that's my worst performance nominee. Casey Affleck, Dreamin' Wild.
Starring Terry lookalike, Will Burgess.
Apparently, they've decided I look like Bo
Adam,
Bridges.
Can that be a poll? Who does Terry look like? Lead singer of what was Switchfoot
Yeah.
versus Bo Bridges?
I think so. You gotta get the right shot.
Well, we got a
of
comment.
John Foreman, though. We got a comment. What's our comment?
Oh, this is from Dane. What's up? Did I
Hey,
miss
Dane.
most punchable face? Not
No,
yet.
it's not. It's
no,
coming.
It's
It's
coming.
coming.
It's
It's
coming
coming.
soon. What's
It's
up,
coming.
Dane?
Oh,
You did
which
get security raiding my room though.
No, you did. Yeah, security just busted through that door, almost arrested Todd.
So it's because it's got to be because there's an event down there. Like they're doing like a
It's
like
a
a
5K.
But okay, so I think what was I going to say? We forgot to mention something with our tripod of depravity nominations of Stickman, Douchebag, and Most Punchable Face. Each can be nominated once. Like you can't nominate in multiple categories in the tripod. So just keep that in mind. We'll get there eventually. Worst performance, Zach, who's going next for
They can be nominated more than once, you said?
They can't be nominated in multiple tripod categories.
Adam, is Dayton Marino watching?
Yeah, he is. He's the coworker.
There we go,
Oh, yeah.
Dane. Shout out to Dane. Great.
They cannot be nominated in multiple
Minor
tracks.
And he knows Todd too.
The depravity is
We're gonna go
Punchable.
Todd next for worst performance.
worst performance of the year. Of course, is Haley Steinfeld in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I tried to watch it again the other day. I got through about 15 minutes and I got bored because she is so bored saying her lines. It is the worst thing I saw all of 2020.
That one YouTuber's gonna be mad at you.
I know. I mean, I hope she comes on. She can come raid my room too, just like whatever. Haley Steinfeld is terrible in Spider-Verse, and I have no idea how people will keep nominating her for vocal performances.
That
I'm
is.
surprised.
This is going to be a contentious category. I can already tell.
It is
All right, who goes next?
Adam.
Adam,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
he just wants to keep watching the basketball game.
It's not doing hot. We need help, Nebraska.
It's like 5 minutes in.
No, it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. My worst performance of the year.
If it was 3, I'd feel better.
My worst performance of the year. I think it would have to go
I would take the push right now.
with. I hated this vocal performance, considering that the other talent,
Another Haley.
Seth Rogen in Super Smash Brothers or Super Mario, whatever. He should have done better with Donkey Kong.
That'd be good.
Yeah, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, not good.
Okay. Zach, you're the only one left. You can't keep doing this.
Arlette's crush, Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer.
Whoa! Oh my God! What?
Leave it to Zach to throw out the eventual Oscar winner. This is what he does. This is what he does.
Terrible.
This is what he does.
It's such a trap. Listen, there are so many great RBG performances.
RDJ.
RDJ performances.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg was great
She was
in
great.
every movie she was in.
There we go.
Wow.
Drop in.
All right. Okay. So this whatever's the consensus is probably going to win.
Or it's Ben Affleck and Sonic, right? We all hated that movie.
We
He was
did all hate
terrible
that
in
movie.
I had not
and
seen
then-
it, but
I think it was
I'm
his
not.
fault though. It was
The only other one I said that was kind of a consensus was Julia Roberts for Leave the World Behind.
No, she was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, I had Vin Diesel in Fast X, Taika Waititi in Next Goal Wins.
Minnesota can't.
Yeah, he was horrible. I had
Uh,
Fassbender next goal.
Ellen
He was worse.
Burstyn reprising the role as an exorcist believer she was just
Yeah.
they destroyed her character. Yeah, that's what I had. No.
What was I forget the actor's name. The guy who played the husband, the main character husband, and You Hurt My Feelings.
Oh, that guy.
He was
nice.
horrible.
He was the.
Yeah, he was horrible.
He was not very good. He
He
was sort of the weak link in that movie.
was.
Give it to Ben Affleck. He's on the slide.
Yeah, we're just gonna do it. He was on the slide.
Other ones I had, Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things. I thought he was terrible. Tom Hanks in Asteroid City. I mean, if there's never anybody that should be in a Wes Anderson movie, it's Tom Hanks doing Tom Hanks.
He needed money to publish his book, man.
I had Julia Louis-Dreyfus in Mean Feelings. I thought she was
Ooh.
miscast.
Ooh.
Carrie Ellis, Sweetwater, and in Blackberry, because in every movie he's ever been in, really.
In Mission
Impossible.
Exactly. And John McGarr when showing up. I thought he was on that. I don't
No,
think
he was
he-
good in that.
he's
Fine.
terrible
He
in
was
that.
fine in that.
He's-
All right,
Cornhuskers.
Who's winning this?
It's gotta be Ben Affleck because it's the only one we've all seen that we all agree on.
Well,
Wait,
I haven't
either
seen
that or
it, but I
Does anybody actually think Haley Steinfeld's good?
Yes.
What?
She's not as worse than any of the other ones.
I need to watch it again if I'm.
I love Spider-Gwen.
Yeah,
I don't care if you like the character, you like the performance.
Yeah, it was a great performance.
I think we
Wasn't it?
got.
She doesn't know what she's saying.
Get that rebound.
I think
With Ben Affleck or Seth Rogen?
we got to go with Ben Affleck. I think we
I'm
gotta
okay
go
with Ben
It's
Affleck.
the one thing we can all agree on in
No,
this category.
Robert Downey
We should
Jr.
read
Ben Affleck, you have the worst performance.
He was fine.
But you were great in
Robert
great
Downey
in the
was-
dumb
when we do our
But
That's a dumb.
Lifetime Achievement Awards, like other than Bill Paxton, we gotta put Carrie Ellis on it.
That
That's
wasn't.
true.
It wasn't
That is
even a notable enough performance. There we go.
all right.
We give it to Taylor Lautner.
Okay.
So we just worst performance of
That's
the
not
year. We're moving on,
That was a dumb
and our next one goes to
original
best
screenplay.
original
Oh
screenplay.
boy.
Are we ready? Are you ready?
We're ready.
This is one where we are revealing our nominees. I'm the only one not finding out for the first time. Here we go. The nominees for Best Original Screenplay at the 2023 Pinots are, as soon as my screen, there we go, the screen finally updated. Anatomy of a Fall.
They're a really scrawny team. That's the issue. This is bigger.
Shut
Zach!
up! All right.
The
that's-
Artificer role.
Yes!
It's not a surprise.
Nice.
Yes. That's a good call.
The Holdovers.
Okay.
Past Lives.
Okay.
The Starling Girl.
Here we go.
Who nominated that?
And 1001. So there is our list for Best Original Screenplay.
Nice. There's some surprising ones. Artifice Girl getting in there. Starling Girl. some heavy hitters from the Oscars, and 1001. That is
That's
what are we thinking?
It's a good
That's
list.
a very
It's a good list.
independent
Solid
list.
list.
Very strong list here, for sure. Yeah, that is our kind of our list here. Any surprising, movies that didn't nominate?
I don't really think so. I think it's pretty much what I would expect because we really enjoyed.
A lot of those movies.
Yeah, it's a good representation of
Did
like
you
a.
Do you consider Barbie an original?
Adapted.
No, it was
We
adapted.
agreed it was adapted.
We agreed it was.
All right, I will start off the not things that I nominated that didn't get there. The Iron Claw, I had nominated.
That
The
didn't
Boy,
make it.
The Boy and the Heron. This was another nomination. Saltburn and Air.
John Bernthal.
So, all right, Todd, how about you?
So I had Fremont, the very random movie that I really liked, Cadejo Blanco. I think that should have been there. The Boy and the Heron, The Beast, The Iron Claw, Air, and Elemental.
The Iron Claw probably finished in 7th.
There we go.
All right, mine. Let's see here. I gotta find it here. My list for original screenplay, ones that didn't make it in. It's here, Iron Claw, Fair Play.
I have that too.
Beau is Afraid. I had in there, which I knew none of you were going to. I May December. Leo,
Was it the Adam Sandler?
the Adam Sandler animated movie.
That's a great.
I had
call.
that
was
in
fun.
my
Good call, man.
original screenplay.
That's inspired.
list, and I think that's about it. Okay. What would you have in your original playlist that didn't get nominated?
Fair Play, Full Time, Palm Trees and Power Lines, Falcon Lake, not an original screenplay.
It was not.
It was not.
Tori and Lokita, and Mom, not the energy drink. Movie.
Hell yeah.
Not the one with Charlie's Theron.
And that-
No.
All right, there we go. Best original screenplay: Anatomy of a Fall, The Art of This Girl, Holdovers, Past Lives, The Starling Girl, and 1001. And I need to send that to Adam so he can post it on Twitter.
Twit.
On the Twit. All right, but which I will do in a second. But first, let's move on to our next category, which is the most disappointing movie.
Ooh.
The most
Okay.
disappointing movie
Is
of
that
the
a hint?
year.
In that
I don't know.
screenshot there?
Disappointing movie of the year.
Was that Nicholas?
Yeah.
Is that Nicolas Cage?
Is that yeah?
That's a
They've
great
already won a
question.
piece, but Adam is predicting that we might talk about Cocaine Bear here. Most
Bear?
disappointing movie
Cocaine Bear.
of the year.
This is music going on.
There is music going on for the 5K going on outside right now, but we'll power through. I don't know if you guys.
Oh,
can
that
actually
stage is
hear it.
going off. Yeah.
There's a stage down there, right outside the room. Trust there is. So most disappointing movie, Zach.
We're gonna start with Adam.
Okay, start with
Most
Adam.
disappointing movie. Where was my thing here? All right, most disappointing movie. I want to say a movie. Is it bad if I go to a screener with the expectation that it's going to be something else, but that actually was a different movie? Does that count as like being disappointing? Because it doesn't really do.
No, do it. I think that's totally worth it.
Okay, Freelance is the most disappointing movie because I thought it was the killer or Killers of the Flower Moon, but I went to a mystery screen and it wasn't. But shout out to the guy who watched next to Todd on the flight up here. But Freelance.
Yeah, you need to play Barry about a half hour in. He's like, oh, do that.
Yeah, Freelance. Most disappointing movie.
Freelance is on the list. It is nominated. What's next, Zach?
We're gonna go with Todd next.
Oy, okay. I mean, if you're talking about hype going in, or you're talking about like, what like good like a good director, good actors.
It could be general hype. It could be your personal
I know,
hype.
and that's the where you got to draw the. You got to
Right.
establish how you're looking at this. I kind of want to say you hurt my feelings. I feel like that movie wasn't very good, and it's a director writer that we all really like, and a and with a collaborator that she's been very good with. And I just don't think it worked on almost any level. I thought it was definitely one of the most disappointing things I saw.
So you hurt my feelings.
That is a spectacular take. I have to say,
Thank you.
Point.
All right, Zach, who's next? Besides Nebraska.
I was going to say the Nebraska, but now they're showing up. Let's go with Adam next.
You already win.
I was first.
Yes,
I'm going to go with Oppenheimer.
Oh,
so it's disappointing.
Yeah, I had high expectations, and it's awful crap.
Oppenheimer's going to clean up on the nominations because it's going to be
It's gonna be on all the bad ones and all the good ones.
It's market correction.
Okay.
We almost had Robert Downey Jr. in Best Supporting Actor and Worst Performance. All right,
Slam that
so
down, big man.
which one do I want to go with?
We got this, man. We got this. Here we go, Nebraska.
Don't pick a bad one, Terry.
There's
Terry.
two
Pressure on you.
that were in my bottom 5 that I want to go with. I'm gonna gosh. I'm gonna go with Next Goal Wins. I gotta go with
That's
Next
the
Goal
only
Wins.
answer.
It's the only answer.
That's the only answer. It's a Terry answer.
I love the Taika Waititi films,
You had to
And then-
to see it.
and that one was horrible. It was horrible
So it's
in every
probably
way.
disappointed and overrated because that's not great because nobody liked it. But
Yeah,
disappointing
that's
for
true.
you, in your case, yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. It's
yeah.
disappointing.
Yes, and I was disappointed, even though I'm not as high on
Yeah, it was-
this film. It was.
It was
Yeah, I
horrible.
didn't even see it.
It was bad.
That
I
was
might assign it to you.
That was a great review that you had of it. You couldn't even.
No, I
You
couldn't. There was
always
nothing
look
to
for-
defend in it.
You look for reasons to defend movies, and you couldn't even.
It-
find
it was-
anything to defend it.
Fassbender gave a horrible performance, and I watched it like days after I watched The Killer, and it was okay. The other one we gotta come up with our consensus pick now. The other one I was thinking of going with was The Creator,
No, it's
which
all-
Todd saw it,
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I thought it was better than you thought, but I mean,
but it was still disappointing.
Okay.
I mean, Cocaine Bear is our
Cocaine
our
Bear is not a
thing.
bad
It's
nomination.
not bad. It
People
could have been so much
talked about it
better.
so much better.
Well,
Cocaine
the
Bear
retirement
was.
plan.
I mean, they had Cocaine Bear at the Oscars last year. Like it was
Yeah.
that movie.
It was
and
kind
Todd
of-
were just like
Todd's lady,
it was
Elizabeth
not
Banks.
really
So
as funny even as we thought it was.
The
gonna be.
concept was better than the movie in many ways,
I had
and that was like the general. You're right.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That
No
was
one
supposed to be.
thought that was gonna be good.
That was the one that was going to be like.
I said worst performance was going to be whatever. I forget the stupid acting. Corey Stoll. That was the
with the head.
with the head.
Hold on. Asteroid City was up there. Talk to Me, or a movie that A24 that everybody loved. But that was like this. And the Jonah Hill,
It's a good
Eddie
one.
Murphy, Netflix, You People. It's kind of disappointing. It should have been
Yeah,
one better.
that wasn't very good.
Asteroid City is a great call too.
I would go with The Taste of Things. I just reviewed that.
But that's
Garbage.
2024 movie.
No, it's not. It's 2023.
And we'll have to talk about the comment later. There was a comment on YouTube about how horrible a take you had.
I'm sure there was. It changed his life.
So I had Asteroid City, Cocaine Bear, Leave the World Behind, Maestro, Rustin, Beau is Afraid, The Color Purple, The Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I thought the trailer looked pretty good. It was lame. Magic Mike's Last Dance also
Ugh.
because the first two were really
Did
good.
anyone have high expectations for that?
Well, I think we liked the first two. I went in with relatively high expectations. It wasn't good.
Yeah. Well, a couple
All
people
right.
said Asteroid City, a couple people said Cocaine
All
Bear.
right, so I think it's down to those two.
I
Cocaine
mean,
Bear,
I think Asteroid City should be sweeping the Merlots.
All right,
So,
so let's go
That's a
Asteroid
good one.
City.
That's a good one.
For some reason, other people like it. We all hated it.
Yeah.
It might need to be like the winner
It was
because
the summer, you know. It was a
he's the only one that saw free. You hurt my feelings. I think there were
That's a
mixed
great-
mixed
That's
expectations.
the best one, Todd. That really
I haven't
wins.
seen that
But
one,
Asteroid
so-
City, I
And
can live with.
Oppenheimer's not going to be it. Next Goal Wins, not everybody's seen. I think Asteroid City has to be it because it's the only one we all agree on. It's kind of like
that's
like
true.
a freelance.
I like it.
All right, Asteroid City, you've won the most disappointing film of the year. Well done. Good
Nice
job.
Asteroid City.
Yes.
Dude, that's
Sign-
the perfect gift. You want
Moving
to see
on.
it? Yes, that's the perfect gift.
All right, being posted on Twitter with a gift. All right. That was a disappointing movie.
On that clock, baby.
Moving on from that, it is now time for Best Play.
There we go.
This is a nominating.
This was a terrible category.
What are we going with? Best Adapted Screenplay. Let's find out. Nominees for Best Adapted Screenplay are. You're thinking we've already seen it.
How do you
by
like
the way.
that?
He reacted.
Okay, let's get
How about that one?
Best
How about
Adapted
that one?
Screenplay.
Best Adapted Screenplay.
There
The
we go.
nominees are American Fiction.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Really?
Are You There, God? It's Me,
American-
Margaret. Wait.
How-
Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
That's a good pick, though.
Blackberry.
There
Yeah.
we go.
How to Blow Up a Pipeline.
I love how to blow up a
That
pipeline.
was such a shitty movie.
I haven't seen that. The Killer.
That was adapted?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one.
And Killers of the Flower Moon.
Really
That's
got
the
the
list.
K in the
You
alphabet.
failed Falcon Lake. You failed Falcon Lake. That was
This
the
is
top field.
unbelievable that we did not nominate Oppenheimer.
Let's see. I got to check.
No, I didn't nominate.
Oh my god.
I told
Oh my
you.
God. Oh my god.
All right.
This shit could hit, man.
Dude.
It's going
what
to.
the
Look at this
hell?
story. It's going under by like 30 points.
Oppenheimer.
I love it. I love
Todd,
Oppenheimer.
we talked about I talked about a category with you at one point.
Oh, this is-
Oppenheimer was one of the ones that was.
oh, the 3-7?
Yeah. So Oppenheimer and Dumb Money were the two that were very competitive for the final slot.
Dumb Money out of first place?
Very no.
Dumb Money was
No.
a good screenplay.
Oh,
Very
I
competitive
feel-
for the
I
final
feel
slot.
Dumb Money was
both
going to
those-
get in.
I feel
How
both
the
those-
hell like Howard Open Pipeline making it over Dumb Money? We all like Dumb Money, didn't we?
Better movie.
All right. So what do we think of these nominees, Todd?
I mean, I generally don't know of them. I mean, it's interesting, and it does have a good, almost sideways flair to it.
It does. It's got Blackberry in
But
there.
it is really surprising that some of these made it on over ones that I thought were more consensus, or people just put them in the wrong category, like Falcon Lake, like Zach in the bathroom right now.
Yeah, okay.
He's
I
screwed.
failed Dumb Money.
He's checking on himself.
He Todd fielded that shit, and I was
Yeah, he
pissed off.
fielded it. I messed up Oppenheimer and I messed up Dumb Money. I didn't vote for either one.
Okay, well, but I mean,
Whatever.
either way,
Honestly, I don't know if that would have mattered.
I like the
Yeah.
Killer. I like the Killers of the Flower Moon. This is
That's a cool
It's
movie
fine.
here.
it's
Blackberry.
passable. It's just like McLovin's passable.
It was passable.
How did we not? Yeah, how do we not go past K? That's what I want to know.
How did we
K
not
in the
pass
alphabet.
K?
We only all 6 nominees were the first half of the alphabet. It's a great list.
Pretty good.
Like you said, it's a very almost sideways list. Let's go over what else we had nominated.
Go first.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Falcon Lake, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Society of the Snow,
Okay.
Priscilla, and yeah.
Okay. I had Poor Things. I had Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I had Knock at the Cabin. I had Barbie.
Knock at the Cabin's adapted from what?
It was adapted. I don't know. It was like a book. Called Knock at the End of the World or something like that. So it was like yeah. Barbie I had nominated. I had Oppenheimer nominated, and I think that's it. Todd, what did you have that it wasn't nominated?
I had Falcon Lake. Zach had it in the wrong category.
Yeah, sorry.
Dumb Money should have been nominated, I think. The Burial was also adapted. I thought it was a pretty good screenplay. This category sucks, honestly. I had trouble filling this out. Oppenheimer I had in here. Soulmate is adapted from another movie, and it was in my top 10. And Reality, which is adapted from my top play. It's a very talky movie.
Sweeney.
All right, what else did you have, Zach?
I had. Can you pull up the list?
It's on the thing.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
What about the sports?
I'm gonna.
Turn the game off for just a second.
You're not going to go with anything. You just got to tell us what movie you nominated. They did.
I went with Dumb Money. I went with Lean. I went with the Zone of Interest.
That's a weird pick.
Spider-Man.
Wow, 3 Spider-Man didn't get on the
How did
list.
that not get on the list? That's surprising. I had The
Wow.
Burial, and I had Knock at the Cabin.
What the hell? What the
Well written.
But,
It was a movie. Here we go. I remember it was a fun review.
All right, well, there we go. Our nominees for adapted screenplay. One more time. American Fiction. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Blackberry, How to Blow Up a Pipeline, The Killer, and Killers of the Flower Moon. Moving on. Next category, the most surprising movie of the year. The most surprising movie of the year.
Is that Megan?
That's Megan.
Yes. There we go.
That's Megan. That is what we went with here. So most surprising movie of the year. Zach, stop watching the game long enough to tell us who's going first. I'm going first. Okay. No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with. Well, I know what I'm going with. I know exactly what I'm going with here. My pick for surprising movie of the year is Leo.
Wow.
No, just run the clock out.
Yeah, Leo. All right. I'm gonna run the clock out. This one. Leo is my most surprising movie of the year.
Wait,
An
wait,
animated Adam Sandler
not the
lizard movie.
Not the Indian remake.
No.
History of Violence.
No, not the Indian remake of History of Violence.
Wait a second. What is on topic?
It's a Netflix original.
There's a Netflix original Indian remake of A History of Violence called,
and it was really good. I liked it.
and Todd liked it. No, the Adam Sandler lizard classroom pet movie, straight to Netflix.
And you
Also,
really
that's the
liked
one
it,
thing. Yeah, I did.
It was good.
May have been in my top 25 that I nominated for Best Picture.
Wow.
Leo.
Wow.
It was amazing. It was so good. It had no business being that good.
I
And
loved
it's-
it too.
it's
It had
my
no
most-
business being in your
I
25.
watched it with my father-in-law on Thanksgiving.
There
Dude,
we go. Dinner.
It was a great pick.
All right, Zach, where are we going next?
We're going to Terry next.
I just went.
We're going to Adam next.
I love how this. You have zero planning in this. This is total for the moment.
Hey, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. When the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, you can make it. We're going to Adam next.
All right. Well, funny is once we hit halftime, he's gonna go first every time. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay.
There's a couple of good Zach things on this list.
Okay, so surprising movie of the year.
We're going to crunch time.
Screw it. A movie that has been a huge franchise for so long and having really bad entries and all that's first
Time out. Good.
freshly rated
Good time.
film on Tomatoes. It has to be nominated when you have, especially your 10th or 11th entry in a franchise, and your first entry being fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Saw 10.
Oh.
It was no one saw that one actually as a movie that was going to be a surprise hit. It was really good. Tobin Bell could have been nominated. He wasn't, but he could have been. Tobin Bell was great, and it was actually really good and very as a prequel film, very surprising movie. So I'm gonna nominate
Saw X.
Saw
Saw
X.
X. All right.
There we go.
I'll go next because it's a commercial right now.
There we go.
I'm going with Family Switch.
Oh, yes.
Not expected. Did not have high hopes.
Family Switch.
I don't know really why
This
I
is going
watched it,
downhill quick.
but it was awesome, and I liked it more than Oppenheimer. And
Uh.
if it's better than the Best Picture winner, I think that says something about the movie. And I think it was an awesome movie. I enjoyed it.
Does that say something about the movie or the reviewer of the movie?
Well, that's very possible. I love Family
There's
Switch.
so much better Zach sounds
I would
that are
go-
possible. Like A Day and a Half in Guy Ritchie's Covenant. The Covenant.
Yeah,
Those are great surprising picks for Zach. For Zach to pick. Not Family Switch.
No, Family Switch is exactly.
All right. Well, the
You
most
see it.
surprising film is, of course, Sisu. I mean,
Oh,
that movie
yeah.
came out of nowhere. It was a smash hit. It's going to be a midnight movie thing for years to come. It is
I love
unbelievable, and it was a Monday mystery movie. And from the opening credits, from what it says what Sisu is, like you're hooked. You're 90 minutes. It's crazy. There's an awesome scene on a plane that I know about.
Still
because
need
you
to watch
haven't seen
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
See,
watch now.
it should be winning the award.
It's a
All right.
solid pick.
Okay.
All
What's
right.
our consensus pick?
All right. Well, I also put down The Burial. I think everybody kind of got blown away by The Burial. Godzilla -1. The Marvel surprisingly good. Super Mario Brothers and Thanksgiving. That's what I kind of put down. This.
I think the consensus picker should be Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. No, none of us was going to be that good.
That would look pretty good.
I mean, it's based on great material, I guess.
True, but like I don't know. And Knock at the Cabin was the other one I had down for surprising.
Yeah, we hated Old.
Mhm.
That was a nice comeback.
Terry gave that a thumbs up, didn't he?
Yeah,
I
Terry
did.
loved it.
Old?
It was a top 10.
Oh, I probably did. I probably gave Old
Oh,
a thumbs up.
Old. Yes, Old. Not as good as Night.
I don't know. It was the only ones
Knock
I
at the
had.
Cabin.
I had Jules, the Benson movie where he adopts an alien or something. It was good.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah,
else has seen it, I'll think. I had Fast X written because I think we all were pleasantly surprised when we reviewed that. We all gave it thumbs up. That's got to be like plus 500 that we all gave that thumbs
Excellent
up.
title. That'd be awesome.
Flash, I thought Flash was like surprisingly pretty good. The Artifice Girl absolutely blew me away and out of nowhere. Champions, which is the other Farrelly Brothers, Farrelly Brother, with Woody Harrelson. I thought Adam was talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie as maybe the first positive rated one. That could be in there. The Covenant, Burial, 80 for Brady, obviously, and Thanksgiving. Because I think Thanksgiving, of all the fake trailers, I thought that one was like worse, and it actually was a thumbs up movie. So
Okay,
and I disagree with my girlfriend on that.
I think something you mentioned earlier, I think has to be our consensus, because none of us realized what we were getting into when we watched a day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And that movie was
awesome.
Outstanding.
Yeah, well, I'll have to watch this one. So.
And Adam hasn't seen it, but I think
I'm okay.
we should put Johnny on most disappointing movie.
well, we had no expectations going into that one. We had no expectations going into a day and a half.
It's gonna hit.
And so, all right, a day
Unbelievable.
and a half. I'm going to a day and a half. Are we good with?
I'm hosting it if we do it.
I mean, I mean,
A day
it's
and a
either
half.
Fast X or a day and a half, right?
I think a day and a half follows the almost sideways ness of this. So
Okay.
post it. It's done.
All right.
Okay.
My vote's Sisu.
No,
It's
let's
Sisu.
get. I'm good with that, even though I haven't seen it
Zach,
yet.
Sisu.
But
Yeah.
out of all of us
Sisu.
seen, 3 of us seen Sisu.
Sisu
I'm calling my wife.
He's calling his
I'm
it's
gonna
like the
drop
guy
him
who
too.
like
calling. What are you doing?
just like are you the who wants to be
He's-
a millionaire?
He's call.
Hello,
Does
babe.
The cover
I
of the
want to
first
tell you
half.
my bet hit.
it,
John Anderson.
do you think she's watching?
Unbelievable.
might
I don't think
actually
she
know this.
realizes how much he had on this.
Unbelievable. My bet hit.
Oh, my
What's
word.
your-
Oh my god.
So,
Minus 4.
He's
so-
the MVP of the movie. The guy at.
Me for telling you to bet it.
I'm gonna crack open our Pinot, and I'm gonna pour myself some Pinot. Anybody else for some
We're going
Pinot?
to-
I'll take some Pinot.
All right, all right.
All right, I love you too. You're a great wife.
Don't pick up his phone
I
calls
don't
next
watch The Shining that much.
I'm not sure.
Only that's Adam.
It's just because it's on Netflix or HBO Max.
This is
All right.
fantastic. I'm not even sure what we're doing
I
anymore.
Here,
love
Todd.
Nebraska, too.
You can pour yourself some
All
Pinot.
right, bye.
We're literally handing out Pinot now.
This is in honor of your grandma. She
This is-
loved Nebraska. She
This
loved
is
Pinot.
nuts. This is completely
The
nuts.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So
Moving
because
on.
sports talk, Big Al.
Moving on.
Big Al. Big
From
Al.
surprising movie. All right, here we go.
All right, now Zach can actually pay attention.
Best
No, you
actor.
think I'm going to pay attention?
Best
I'm so
actor already.
Best
Wow.
actor.
I thought this was the
Whoa.
last award.
We thought about
Best
putting this.
actor.
We thought about putting this
no,
last.
You can't do this now. At least some
This is where it fell. Best actor.
I did not put this here.
Beautiful piece of paper. I'm sorry, I'll shut this back. I'll take a picture.
How much did you
Holy-
win? How much did you win?
We're not going to talk about it on there. We'll
Oh
talk
my
about it
God.
later. All
I
right,
love Nebraska.
best actor. Here we go. Best
Tom-
actor of the
Tom
year.
Osborne.
250.
Are either of these getting nominated? Jeffrey Ryder, Coleman
One of them-
Domingo.
one of them will.
And this
Are Jeffrey Ryder,
No,
Coleman
one of
Domingo
them
getting
win.
nominated?
No,
I don't know. I mean,
No way. It was good though.
All right, let's find out. Here we go. Best actor, Pinot nominees for 2023 are
Coleman Domingo.
Cooper for Maestro,
Wow.
There we go.
Okay. Wow.
Leonardo DiCaprio for Killers of the Flower Moon,
okay.
Zac Efron for The Iron Claw,
There we go. Justice.
That was
Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers,
I don't know what else.
I don't know what you were doing there.
I couldn't pick it. I don't know.
Glenn
There
Howerton
we
for
go.
Blackberry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
yes.
pick that.
category.
That is the best.
And Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer.
That's terrible.
There we go. No, it has never gone so fast from good to bad for Zach ever. From Glenn Howerton to Cillian Murphy. There we go.
Wow.
No Coleman Domingo, no
Coleman
Jeffrey.
Domingo. What about the guy from Falcon Lake, the kid? We nominated those kids from the other movies.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's
You
an
know, the girl from
interesting.
Falcon Lake. She was better than
Yeah, she was pretty good.
All right, that's what we got. What thoughts? We have a crossover of what, 2, 3 with the Oscars. The most crossover we have with the Oscars was 3, and this happened once or twice, and this is one of the times. It's a pretty chopped category.
Yeah.
Again, we knew Glenn Howerton was probably going to get in. Zac Efron was probably going to get
That
it.
was Adam's number one.
Leo got it.
Yeah, that was the most obvious thing in the whole ceremony.
And then Giamatti and Murphy, you kind of had a feeling. Brad Cooper, I was kind of surprised. Got
Surprised too.
I love Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
Can I just say?
I can't
Bradley Cooper's my number one.
What?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not allowed to say it, but
But
I'm going to show you right
who
now.
else voted
It's
for
my
it?
number one.
on my top 10. He was on my top.
There's not a better performance. I'm sorry. It's Oscar.
He was high on my list too.
But that's the great.
He was
That's,
high on
the,
my
that's the best. That's amazing.
All right. Well, Zach, since you're at it, go ahead and say who was on your list that did not get nominated.
Jorma Tamila from Sisu.
Yes,
There
that's a
we
good
go.
call.
Ferris from Day and a Half, not Chris Bueller. Ferris.
Sirhan.
I'm
You
really
Not Sirhan, Sirhan.
assassin of Robert Kennedy. Dude, I'm a little disappointed. The guy from Passages didn't make it. I thought he was going to.
I had him on my list.
He was really good in that movie. He's
He
awesome.
was in the next
Did you see
5.
that, Adam?
Yeah.
Okay. The guy from
The costumes were horrible.
I will say, here's the thing that
He was in the next 5.
I couldn't figure Day and a Half. I didn't know which one was which. I confused them, but so I nominated both of them. So I have the
That's
other guy,
bad. That's not bad.
Alexej Mendelov. I have the kid from Falcon Lake. I have Jake Gyllenhaal from Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, which I nominated as the worst performance of the year. Because he was really bad in about 20 minutes of that movie. When he goes back home to California, do you know what part I'm talking about?
I haven't seen it.
Oh shit! I'm sorry,
Shut
Todd.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That 20-minute stretch, he's bad. The rest of the movie's good. And Jamie Foxx in The Burial, but I clearly didn't understand the rules.
Oh, so you were the one who
Terry
wrote
even texted me about
I
it.
texted him. I said, you screwed up the rules with
I'm
Jamie
sorry.
Foxx in The Burial.
I'm sorry.
We agreed on it.
He
said-
deliberately messed up Falcon Lake.
He
Like,
said,
that's not even-
I'm gonna keep it.
It's based on a good
But you
graphic
were in
novel.
a pretty bad
Best of
mood because
Falcon Lake
like
and
someone
The
lost.
Burial.
Yeah.
I'm off the hook.
I'm in a wonderful mood because the Cornhuskers won.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Todd.
They're a good team, man. They should be in the tournament.
So I also had Franz Rogowski in the
Yeah,
in
he was
Passages.
really good.
I had Paul Dano in Dumb Money. I mean,
Good pick too.
I thought he was good enough to be nominated. Coleman Domingo. I had Dominic Sessa in his rightful
There we go.
category. Should have been in there. Barry Keoghan in Saltburn, and of course Nicolas Cage in Dream Scenario, which
Yes.
is a very difficult role for him to play. I think he was really good in it.
I'm pulling out a prop right now.
Zach's pulling out a prop. We don't know what's going
This
on.
is the book that you read in Dream Scenario. I read it on the plane. a little bit.
Zebras don't ulcers.
That's why I like them.
You
That's
didn't
the
like
only-
I was
that's
gonna
the only
give it a
reason I
thumbs
did
up.
it.
reason we pushed it on the
All right.
podcast.
Yes.
I'll go next. I had, let's see, who else did I have nominated? I had Kelvin Harrison Jr. for Chevalier.
Wow. Chevalier.
Yeah.
That was a year ago.
I know.
A long time ago.
He was in my top 50.
He was good. He was good. Jeffrey Wright, American United, on my
That's a
list.
good-
I had Joaquin Phoenix for Beau is Afraid on my list.
Oh no,
Um,
that's great.
I had Ferris for A Day and a Half on my
Ferris
list.
That would have been the
Ferris
most random nomination.
Ferris was.
And that might have been it. That might have been the only ones that I had.
Since it's test, all 6 of these were on your list.
I
mean, I'm happy you had Howerton on your list. but-
yeah, all 6 were on my list.
Dang, okay, well, here's my list. I had Barry Keoghan, Saltburn, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Dominic Sessa, The Holdovers, Andrew Scott for All of the Strangers, and
Haven't
Paul
seen it.
Dano for Dumb Money.
Yeah, All of the Strangers should have been. I mean,
This
it's
was-
streaming now. It's on like
This was
Hulu or
this
something.
was look at how we nominated. This was an obvious chalk list. Like this was like I put it all together. This is
Yeah.
this is by easily who should be nominated here. So once again, our nominees for Best Actor: Brad Cooper for Maestro, Leonardo DiCaprio for Killers of the Flower Moon, Zac Efron for The Iron Claw, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, Glenn Howerton for Blackberry, and Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer.
this is definitely not on my list. That was my 1, 2, 3, and 10. Like,
Well, the 1, 2, 3.
I mean, I guess that's good.
We do say we guarantee everyone has at least one of their top 3 that gets nominated.
Yes.
But I will say here's a little hint at the rest of the nominees that we've had so far. There was no movie nominated this year that was only on one list.
We
Oh,
only had one
Really?
ever, right?
Yeah, we only had one ever, and that was Paris 13th District.
yes.
But-
Exactly
but
how
everyone-
we were talking.
I didn't see it.
Everyone had at least one of their top 3, or for picture top 5 that were on another list.
This picture top 5 is on another list. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
Ferris
what's-
Bueller's
Well,
was
how
better
many
than
how many
Ferris
movies were on 4 lists, or how many things were on 4 lists?
We can talk about that later,
Okay.
because I don't know that off the top of my head.
That's
All right, moving on. Next one, the biggest douchebag of the year. That's what we have next. And for this, we need to remind everyone that the douchebag is a part of the tripod of depravity, along with Stickman and Most Punchable Face. So, Zach, the rules are you can only nominate a character once on the tripod.
Got
You can only nominate a character
I
once on the
I
tripod.
understand.
So
Okay, so the nominees are the people we cannot nominate here are we can't nominate Sterling K. Brown, we can't nominate Stephanie Hsu, Harry Hamlin, Bradley Cooper, or Jacob Elordi are disqualified for the rest of these because they were nominated for Stickman. Okay.
Got it.
Jack's going first.
So I have a question, clarifying question.
Yes.
Does this have to be a human? Because last year I nominated.
You nominated an
Volcano.
entire. Well, yeah, that's true.
Volcano
Yeah.
you nominated a bear.
Soccer
I think
team.
we're good.
and a soccer
You
team.
nominated a soccer team.
We'll just do it.
I'm going to keep up with that, and I'm going first. I'm nominating the Andes Mountains from Sustain the Snow because the plane crashed into the Andes Mountains, and that was a really douchey thing.
They're watching blame the planet or the pilot.
No.
Because of that,
pilot
been
not
there
to blame.
forever. And somebody
pulled up. They pulled up and they were trying to
should
get
have-
out of it, but the Andes were just a little too tall, and he couldn't get through it to Chile on the other side.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a little too tall. Milwaukee, by the way, and a local LVP of this podcast.
Oh, so the Andes Mountains
I'm only
from
going to
the Society
nominate
of the Snow.
mountains for my douchebag every year.
Oh,
That's a new rule.
just in case you're listening on the podcast instead of watching live or on YouTube or any of the other stuff we're on.
I hope you're not watching.
The image for biggest douchebag was the entire cast of the Zone of Interest.
Oh, that's
just
a good call.
because Nazis are douchebags.
Nazis are always.
Okay,
Let's go, Adam, next.
Adam, biggest douchebag of the year.
All right, biggest douchebag of the year was a movie that I really appreciated. A movie that needs to get a nation here. You have a character who's basically scanning females' best use of their organs so that they can clone their mother-in-law.
This is an Adam.
This is definitely Salim Aksha Khanna for Polite Society.
Oh,
It's gonna be-
there we go.
That's the,
Is that the mother-in-law?
no, that's the son.
Oh, has Terry seen this movie?
I need to see
It's
it.
a great movie.
I've been wanting to see this for a long
time. That was
That was a nice
terrific. You said it very slow and dramatic. That was great.
That was awesome. Okay, all right. So, who's next, Zach?
I have to go again.
Why you can't go?
I have a really good other douchebag.
Well, you can wait.
You gotta
Okay, I'll wait.
continue.
Let's put Todd next.
Okay, I think I have to go with Aspen Bell and Old Dads,
Oh, okay.
which
know what
is
that is.
the
Yes,
boss at the place that who works there. I think it's one of the
This is
one of the main characters. This is the Bill Burr
Bill Burr
directed movie.
Oh.
But it's just like the perfect representation of like annoying Gen X people. The Aspen Bell is, I mean, he's an absolute dick, and he for some reason gets tagged along for most of the movie. That's got to be on there.
Okay. So we've got the Andes Mountains. We've got Akshay Khan in Polite Society. We've got Aspen Bell and Old Dad. So I'm allowed to go here. It's got to be Glenn Howerton in Blackberry.
That's a good pick.
He is pretty much.
He is as douchey as you get. So that's what I'm going with. Glenn Howerton in Blackberry. There's not, I mean, if you've seen Blackberry, you know what I'm talking
That
about.
would have been our non-negotiable, probably.
It's possible.
He
So
gets distracted because he just wants to
he just wants to buy
hockey team
the Pittsburgh Penguins.
and move on to Canada.
Move Canada. All right.
Oh man, I'm surprised. Are non-negotiable. I think it should be Teddy Lobo, Ben Schwartz's character in Renfield.
No.
It's
Oh,
the
that's
that's
pretty
it.
good.
It's a good
No,
one.
no.
MODOK is Corey Stroll's character in Ant-Man 3. Philip, played by Dustin Tucker in American Fiction, because he complains that they're freaking spreading their ashes on the beach.
The guy who asked about the permit for spreading the ashes in American Fiction.
Bill Skarsgård in like Chapter 4. Nick the Dick, played by Peter Dagger in City of the Red Door. Yeah. And
He's Nick the Dick.
Nick the Dick.
So-
That might be non-negotiable.
Just for the character alone.
It'd be a writing company.
I think Corey Stoll should be most punchable face.
Good call.
You need to like tap the face.
His entire body is the face. I think our non-negotiable should be Franz Rogowski in Passages.
No.
That was mine. That was the first one I wrote down.
Yeah, I also have Ryan Gosling in Barbie. I have Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things. I have Mia Goth for Infinity Pool. James.
Go to the
Douchebag.
And I also have.
We'd have to change the douchebag / bitch or something.
That's true. That's true. I also have Carrie Ellis in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
All right.
Formerly Part 1, no longer Part 1.
Todd.
I'm gonna call this one.
I do.
I had Tomas from Passages, Akbar, which is the Eddie Murphy character in You People, Teddy, which is like the annoying kid in The Holdovers, of course the Heron in Boy and the Heron, Alan Sanctuary, that's the Chris Bradley character, Mark Renee is the douchebag in Chevalier, Joss, which is the guy who first comes up with has the the hand thing and Talk to Me. Laird is the character I was mentioning earlier in No Hard Feelings. Kelsey Morrison in Killers of the Flower Moon. That's the one that was saying that he pretty much wanted to I don't know, he was at his lawyer. He's just like, so you just want to adopt them and kill them or something? He's just like, so can I do or something? Like, yeah, that guy's a douchebag. Mr. Johnson, the old version in the color purple, and Oliveros in Cadena Blanco, who is he gets his comeuppance, I guess, but he's like.
Did you have anything else, Zach?
Yes, I have two that I think very strongly about. One is Jimmy Carter from the Iron Claw, because he boycotted the Olympics. And that is the reason why Jeremy Allen White went to that movie. So we didn't do a movie award, but he would have won that
But
movie.
he's not in the movie. Is he?
No, there's a clip of
There's
him
an
boycotting the
archival
Olympics.
footage clip.
Okay.
And without boycotting the Olympics.
I mean, we did give it to Hitler in 2008.
Yeah, there we go. And then my other theory for getting the Boy in the Heron thumbs down.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot his performance. I forgot the guy who plays player.
I like Jimmy Carter. I think we should go with Jimmy Carter. Boycotting the Olympics. That was a bad move.
It's got to be Tomas. Tomas.
The only thing
Tomas
both of us
is
said.
okay.
We should nominate Tomas for best costumes too.
All right, so Tomas Franz Rogowski in Passages is our non-negotiable. So who's winning? The Andes Mountains for Society of the Snow. Akshay Khanna in Blood Society, Aspen Bell for Dads, Glenn Howerton, Blackberry, Franz Rogowski, Passages. It's Glenn Howerton, right?
I think that's the only one we've all seen.
And he is an
That's a good
ultimate douchebag.
We've all seen that.
Pittsburgh.
Glenn Howerton.
90s was not good.
Congratulations, you have been
You won your first,
won a Pinot.
Hopefully, too.
Pinot Award
for being a douchebag. Wonderful.
not represented.
Great, everyone on this. All right, here we go. Moving on from the biggest douchebag, our next category is, this is a big one. All right,
Oh, you don't know this one.
This is for you guys. This is for all of you.
This is the war.
Dan Marino.
So, this is what we did. A bunch of our reviews. We don't even know which ones.
I do.
Well, but here's the thing. We record our podcast, and then Adam records his stuff, and then Adam posts a bunch of stuff on YouTube, and he posts his stuff on YouTube, and then he takes some random assortment of stuff from ours. Here, no, I got a better idea. He takes some random assortment from ours and posts them on YouTube, most of them, but not all of them. And so what we've done is we have taken everything that has been posted on YouTube that is a 2023 movie, and Adam tabulated what is the most watched movie review from 2023 on YouTube
Right there.
this year. And we got top 10. So 10 movies are getting Pinot nominations with a winner. This is the only one I don't know any of this one. Adam's figured it out. Adam made the graphics, and now we're going to find out the top 10 most watched movies or most watched movie reviews on the Almost Sideways channel on YouTube
Wow.
this year.
This is a big reveal.
This is pretty big. All right.
Let's go Elemental.
Here we go.
I agree
All right.
with that guy.
So I will say that we had 93 2023 movies.
93.
93
Wow.
reviewed. The first one being Missing and Megan, that posted roughly at the same time. The last one being American Fiction. So it could range. I ended the tabulation last Saturday. Not that anything has really changed too much. 3 and 4 have been in a battle of flip-flopping quite a bit. So they're currently tied now, but we're going to go with the list here.
Let's see what we
Nothing
got.
too crazy. So this is a perfect what's the word?
Represented.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Talk.
Of our podcast.
All right, here we go. Number 10. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is number 10.
Who reviewed that?
I did.
Adam reviewed that one.
With 228 views.
Number 9. The Zone of Interest. Gets another Pinot.
This is not the category I was expecting not to shout out. Sure.
With 242
views. Number 8. Sisu. 279 views.
Nice.
Number 7.
Still unseen by Terry.
Saw X with 311 views. Number 6. Sympathy of the Devil.
It's not the title of the movie.
What?
Is this
Wow.
simply for the devil?
Sympathy of the
Is
Devil.
that the Rolling Stones song?
You can tell Adam made this one and not me.
Adam.
Typos.
Sorry, we love you, Adam.
323 views. That's a cager, right?
That's a cager.
That's a cager.
Cager number
That is a cager. Number 5, Society in the Snow. 378 views.
Adam did a lot of apologizing for my take on that movie.
He did.
Comments.
Number 4, Johnny. 489 views.
The country of Poland.
489 views. Thank you, Poland.
Best sound of the year.
Thank you, Poland. Number 3, top 3. Top 3, here we go. Passages, number 3, 410 views? 410
This
views.
is the weirdest list.
That was just me and you. I went to downtown Seattle to watch that one before I
did.
went to Woods Night. Yep.
Wow.
All right. Number 2, Fallen Leaves
That
with
was-
500
That was
views.
a Zach review.
That was just Zach. Yeah.
I liked it. It was good.
All right. Number 1, I have no freaking clue what number
Yeah,
1 is.
good luck getting this number 1.
Number 1 is The Exorcist Believer
Adam.
with 1,016
Wow.
views.
Thank you, Adam.
It's an Adam only. So
Adam's the
we
MVP.
have Adam only at number 1. We have Zach only at number 2. We have Todd and
Todd,
Terry
Terry.
only at number 3.
And then
And we have random Netflix watch at number 4.
And we have a number 1 because Todd only
we
had,
only reviewed Johnny because nothing was coming
Yeah,
out
that's
that
good.
The funny thing about Johnny is Todd and I watched that together. We watched that together at
Yeah.
the same
It's
time.
like 8 a.m. for the basketball games.
Yeah, that's true. Because it was before March Madness. Yeah, it was during March
It
Madness
was the
last year.
IUP live.
Oh my, that is a
That's
cool
true.
list.
They do have very slow off.
So one more time.
No winner.
Exorcist
The Exorcist Filipino winner. So one more time through it. Number 10 is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Number 9, Zone of Interest. Number 8, Sisu. Number 7, Saw 10, Saw X, whatever you want to call it. Number 7, for the Devil. Number 5, Society of Snow. Number 4, Johnny. Number 3, Passages. Number 2, Fallen Leaves. And number 1, The Exorcist Believer.
Random best list of all time.
That is the most random, almost sideways list you're ever going to see.
Everything from Indiana Jones to the Zone of Interest to Johnny and a character.
And
And the Exorcist movie I didn't know existed.
that is amazing.
I remember that
That is
trailer.
amazing. All right.
David
Moving
Gordon.
on. Here we go.
David Gordon.
Next. The most punchable
Oh, there we go.
face.
Dane, where are you? Most
Most
punches face.
Here it is. Yeah, we're Where are you? We got to get you here.
Dane Marino.
All right, most punchable face.
Can I put Dane Marino on my immaculate grid?
No. I mean, you could try.
Dolphins quarterback.
All right, most punchable face of the year. That's what we're on to now. This is a debated category. So, Zach, I think you're at least not watching the game anymore. Oh, and so we can't. This is the last leg of the tripod of depravity. We cannot nominate anyone that's been nominated for Stickman or Douchebag in most punchable
Dane
face.
says, yes!
Thank you. Yes, here it is. This is it. This is it. Zach is going first.
We're going with Todd first.
Todd.
Okay,
Where we going?
it's Ric Flair in The Iron Claw.
Yes.
I mean, not only was it not a great performance and not a great representation of Ric Flair, he just the essence of Ric Flair is punchable in itself, and the guy's face just happened to look particularly punchable.
And
he does get punches.
He wasn't very good at it either, so
That's a good one.
that is a good one. Okay,
Terry next.
I'm next. All right. Brendan Fraser, Killers of the Flower Moon.
That's the Matt Damon Award.
We don't have that award here.
Category.
But I mean, he's yeah. It is definitely like if it's not if
I'm trying to tease my client.
Brendan Fraser, that's what I'm going with. Brendan Fraser, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Can this be? All right, listen. We need to talk about this for a second. This is the reason why we need to have a Matt Damon Award.
I think it may need to be added
Next
next year.
year.
You need to add in
Because
Matt
this is
Damon.
for
what
Brendan
movie are you
Fraser.
But Damon was from this year too.
Matt Damon might not
Damon
win
would've
his.
won.
He might not win his own award because Brendan Fraser was better. At it.
And John Lithgow was
Oh,
also
so
just
Matt Damon's still pretty amazing at what movie are you in? Like I watched it again a couple weeks ago, and it's like yeah, dude, he's on a different wavelength than the rest of the cast.
But Brendan Fraser,
Well, John Lithgow's there too, though. I mean, he like Matt Damon's alone.
every word out of Brendan Fraser's mouth is yelling at somebody, whether it be the judge or his own client. Yeah, Brendan
Why
Fraser.
didn't we nominate for douchebag?
Yeah, that's.
I had him on the list for douchebag, but I thought he fit better in punchable face, so I left him alone. Okay, Zach, where are we going to next?
I'm going to go next. I'm going to just say Wes Anderson for Asteroid City.
You're gonna say the director of Asteroid City.
Yeah.
For Asteroid City.
And all
Todd
his
understands.
characters.
wow.
I'm done with it. I'm over. I'm over. Wes Anderson.
Okay.
Is this the first place that hasn't been on camera?
Probably. I mean, I compared Wes Anderson to Anal Beads when we reviewed that movie. Remember?
Yes, I remember that. That was cool.
Oh, all right, Adam, you're the last one that hasn't gone.
All right. Well,
Redeem us, please.
there's two I really want to talk about here, but let's go with Brad.
It's rad.
That's a great choice. I don't even know what movie it is, but it obviously has a little children.
Let's go. We need to nominate Dumb Money. Dane DeHaan's character. He's the GameStop.
Oh, yeah.
Dane DeHaan and Dumb Money.
Thank you. That is a great
I
call.
had him on my minor character. I forgot to mention it, but yeah, that's a good.
I had Seth Rogen for Dumb Money on my short list.
But the thing is, Dane DeHaan has like faces. Like you punch him, he's really gonna believe.
Seth Rogen isn't terribly unlikable.
It's true. It's true. But he is a punchable face. All right. We need some non-negotiables here.
Well, okay. Original.
There are some great
We
ones.
haven't had Duncan run yet. Right?
Duncan Wedderburn
He has not been nominated in the.
is not nominated in the tripod.
I mean, is there more punchable than that?
That's a valid point.
Who is that from?
That's Mark
Mark
Ruffalo and Poor Things.
Okay.
No, we don't
I
have to
haven't seen
nominate
that
for
one
it.
I haven't seen it.
He hasn't seen it.
He hasn't
So,
seen
okay.
All right, I've got
That's
a couple things that.
You're not missing much.
So all right,
I've seen a lot of something. It's not good.
all right, I have a Nicolas Cage in Dream Scenario. I think is a very punchable face, especially when he starts haunting the dreams.
Well, okay, I can see it.
Our-
In his dreams.
Our graphic that we had was Beau was afraid. I think Joaquin Phoenix and Beau was afraid. I mean, he just gets beat up, so he kind of is a punchable face. But I think the one thing we are really debating between here are Corey Stoll in Quantumania and Carrie Elwes in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
All of Carrie Elwes characters.
Yeah, you could go with all, but
We should name it the Carrie
He's
Elwes
a-
tripod of
he's a-
gravity.
but when has he ever been a stickman? He's never a stickman.
He's got a
You're
Liar.
scared of the clock.
You got
You're
it though.
scared of the clock.
Right. He's
Princess Bride. Okay, Princess
stick man
Bride.
in
He is a
Princess
stickman in Princess Bride. We can go with that.
the Dread Pirate
Uh,
Roberts.
But he's like Triple Agent in Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
true.
But so that makes him like he's when he first shows up, he's like, why is he in this movie? And then he shows up at the end, he's like, now really, why is he in this movie? Doesn't make any sense.
All right. I had because we're in Vegas, we got to mention a Zach Galifianakis movie.
Okay.
The Beanie Bubble. He's plays Ty Warner. He plays-
This is one product movie I haven't seen.
That's not.
Is it good?
No, he's good.
Exactly. Galifianakis is.
Because we don't have a kid in this movie. I went for the movie from Cobweb. Luke Busey, one of the Buseys are in that movie.
I didn't know there was a UC.
Yeah, he's pretty punchable. You got Davidson, Peanut Butter, Pete Davidson, and Fast X is pretty punchable.
Spoiler alert, but Pete Davidson is.
Yeah.
What about him in Dumb Money?
Well,
Yeah, that's
true.
pretty
That's
punchable.
the-
And with the Will Forte character, Doug in Strays.
Oh, that's a great call.
Okay,
That
I
is a
haven't seen
great
it, but I can
call.
see that. I don't know. Is this a Merlot or a Pinot? I'm not sure.
That's the quote of the year. Is this a Merlot or a Pinot?
I have David Falk, which is the Christmas Eve character in Air. Duncan Wedderburn in Poor Things, because I mean, I even said that when we reviewed it. I think that he's got a
Which
touchable
one?
face.
Mark
Mark
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ezra, which is the Jonah Hill character in You People, because that with that haircut and it's the look. I mean, it's Jonah Hill and You People. Jeff in Bottoms, which I think is like the main football player.
That's
Mm.
the stick for men, yeah.
And the one I really like is the Heron and Boy and the Heron. I mean, it's a head inside of a bird, and in both of them,
Mention that separately.
Yes,
it needs to be there somewhere, right?
it does. It does.
I kind of like the Chris Messina nomination too, but then
Nah, he's not. He's kind of likable by the end, though. I don't know if he's really a punchable face.
But I like the Heron. The Heron.
The Heron's a good
That
call.
movie needs a nomination.
Heron is a good call.
Yeah, I didn't get
We
it.
nominated a dog. Why can't we nominate a heron?
Another quote of the year.
Yeah, we've
Exactly.
nominated.
The fourth
It's the
time I've
second
mentioned
year in a row
that.
we've nominated a mountain. So
What's interesting is that I also had Terry down for the Boy and the Heron. For punch in the face because he gave
We
me
should have given that the nomination. It would have been the first time that one of us got nominated.
The only one I had, no, two others. Thanks to Adam, I thought of Rupert Grint in A Knock at the Door. Actually, Adam told me
Knock at the
that.
Cabin.
He Knock at the Cabin. He fed me that one. That was a really good one because Rupert Grint was
on our way
actually,
to the Sahara.
it was a great conversation. It was a nice 48-minute walk there to see Todd's tournament.
So we're you're gonna nominate Sweatband Guy for one of these? What
What?
character? Sweatband Guy?
Sweatband guy. Well, we're not at minor character yet, are we?
We already passed.
We passed
ago.
No.
past
Sweatband guy.
when Pascal was losing, so you
Yeah,
weren't
I
paying
wasn't
attention.
paying attention.
All right.
Adam told me Rupert Grint in A Knock at the Door because his face is punched. And then the last one I had was a lawyer in Anatomy of a Fall. I'm not sure which one he is, but the lawyer that is, punching.
I'm going to say the Heron.
I like the Heron, though.
I like the Heron. The Heron
I
is a
think the
good
Heron
call.
should win.
Well, I mean, so the Heron, Corey Stolen or Carrie Ellis. I mean, that's really where we're at. Are we going with the Heron?
The Heron.
The Heron.
Right, and the Heron should win.
No, it should be Ric Flair.
Yeah.
If they didn't watch that movie, it's
I don't
Ric Flair.
remember.
It's Ric Flair.
You
Or
don't remember him?
it's Ric Flair or Brendan Fraser. We can go with Ric Flair.
I mean, it's either the Aaron or Ric Flair.
Whoever the hell is playing Ric Flair in that movie, that's who we're going with. You've won a Pinot to complete the drive plan.
I'm
So-
not expecting the Ric Flair.
The 2023 Tripod of Depravity is Ric Flair, Glenn Howerton, and Steph Jew.
People that have
Congratulations.
not been in my kitchen.
Okay, moving on. What do we got next? I don't even know what we got next, but
That's
we're
a
going to
great
click it to
gift
find
to
out.
put. That's a gift to put this one.
Woo! Perfect. All right, moving on. Next category, we've got Best Actress.
Okay, here
Oh,
we
this
go.
is a big
There we
one.
go.
This is a
This
fun-
is
This is
controversial.
the tough category to come up to limit it to 10.
It's like Sandler says, it's gonna be a controversial piece.
All right, so the
Michael Jackson
images on the
piece.
screen now are Emma Stone
It's a tough piece.
and Greta Lee. Are either of them getting nominated?
Yes,
One of them.
two of them.
One of them,
Maybe
two of
maybe
them,
three of them.
What the heck?
I kind of like the Zach's over the 2.5. We'll go with 2. I mean, 2.
Oh. All right, well, here we go. The nominees for the 2023 Pinots for Best Actress are Abby Ryder Fortson, There God, It's Me, Margaret.
How is that getting nominated?
Yes, she was.
Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of a Fall, double nominee. Greta Lee, Past Lives. Lily McInerney for Palm Trees and Powerline.
Wow.
I don't even have that as the 2023 movie.
I think Zach.
Yeah, but we picked that. Yeah.
All right.
She was great in that.
Mrs. Scanlon for The Starling Girl.
I picked that one too.
And Tana Taylor for 1001. Their list. Only one got nominated.
That is a fantastic.
I think I only had 2 of those on my top 10.
Those are the best nominees so far.
There we go.
This is why it was so difficult. I mean, I didn't even consider Abby Ryder Fortson.
This is the first cat I've ever seen at the Pinots where any of the 6 would win, and it would be very justified. There's not.
So that means you had all 6 of those on top. This is the Zach category. We finally have one.
We finally have a Zach category. We have a Zach category.
They're awesome.
All right, Zach, who wasn't nominated that was on your list?
Hard to find, but I also had Laura Kalami from Full Time, Priya Kansara from Polite Society. Todd knows what I'm talking about. No, Adam knows what I'm talking about. Jolie Mubundu for Lakita, mostly because that was one of the 3 best movies of the year, and I had to nominate someone. I nominated Sarah Petit in this category, and I also
and she still made it into supporting. I'm waiting for that.
Wow.
There's a category
How did
controversy
you
here.
in lead?
she was in lead.
She doesn't show up for the first 25 minutes and she's gone.
Norman Fargo, and then I also had Thomas and Mackenzie and Eileen. She was great in that.
Oh, Todd,
Wow.
who do you have the other 8 you had? Because you said only 2 of these made your list.
I had Anwyn O'Driscoll, You Can Live Forever. That's a good.
Great pick.
I have
She's awesome.
Sydney Sweeney in Reality.
Not so much.
Lily Gladstone in The Unknown Country.
Ooh, I didn't see it.
Kim Da-mi in Soulmate. Matthews in The Artifice Girl. Jessica Chastain, Emery, Karen Martinez in Cadeo Blanco, and Chantel Riley in Colorblind.
Yeah, I will say I saw Cadeo Blanco after making this list, and I wanted that actress from Cadeo Blanco on my top 10. So that's a solid pick.
All right, Adam, what else did you have on your list?
Anita Wally's from Fremont.
Yeah, that was cut. I moved her just out when
It's Jeremy Allen White cameo at the very end of the movie.
she dropped out when I saw
a Spirit
Zach.
Award.
You Can Live Forever. So it
It's a
dropped her out.
district in Las Vegas that we went to.
Kaylee Spaney in Priscilla, and Tatum Matthews, the Artificial Girl, in Acton Park for Joyride.
All right.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones I had that didn't get in for Naiad, Emma Stone, Poor Things, which I think I was the only one that had, which is interesting. Kaylee Spaney, Priscilla.
That was a tough cut for me too.
Yeah, let's see here. Who else did? I think the only other one, Phoebe Dynevor for Fair Play.
Ooh, she was great in that.
I had her in my list.
Very strong.
And
Fun review too.
Yeah, that should have been
I
on there.
edited that in.
and Natalie Portman, May December. I had Natalie Portman for May December on my list.
Man.
Okay, I could see that too.
So
I did not have Sandra Hüller on my list. That's the weird one.
That's insane. You have her.
She was not one of the 12 best.
all right, well, one more time, our nominees for actress: Abby Ryder Fortson for Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret; Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall; Greta Lee for Past Lives; Lily McInerney for Palm Trees, Power Lines; Eliza Scanlon for The Starling; and Teyana Taylor for 1001.
It's gonna be a tough battle.
It's gonna be. All right, moving on. I think we have a debated category. Yes, we do. Best scene. The best scene of the year in a movie. So, Zach.
Is anyone nominating that scene? That's
I don't know.
Adam chose.
It's a scene. It is. It's a big
very
scene in Killers of the Flower Moon. Zach, you get to determine who goes first.
Let's go ahead first.
Adam, you're going first here. Best scene of the year. What do you got?
All right, I have to nominate this movie because I think it is probably the best use, and it has to get at least one nomination. Godzilla attacks Giza.
That's a
And
good.
Godzilla
Now
-1.
that's a very good call.
That
is the best-
scene is the best use of its special
It
effects.
is certainly the best scene in that movie.
I haven't seen it. It's unfortunate that it wasn't playing anymore.
That is the scene that's like that's the one that I have to
Now,
mention.
that's the end of the movie, right?
No, that's the first time we actually see Godzilla come out, and there's a girl on the train, the monorail, and it.
Come on, Dobby.
This one's a Merlot. We got drinks.
I suck.
I gotta finish.
We got to finish the Pinots before we can crack them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm cracking them.
Okay, Terry is next.
Okay. Do I go with the? Okay, I think.
Finishing. Are they running their marathon right now?
Yeah.
They're running.
Why it stopped for
something.
like an hour.
We were going to run this 5K.
We were talking about it.
Actually,
Well,
boss is down there.
Well, Well, I think that I heard the half marathon started at 3:30, and I think the 5K starts later tonight. But anyways, okay. Do I go with the one that might be a non-negotiable later, or do I go with the one that I don't think anyone else is going to talk about? I'm going to go with the one I don't think anybody else is going to talk about. I'm going with the "I'm Just Ken" dance sequence from Barbie.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I can.
That's quite a pick.
Of anything, this is the first Barbie nomination I think we've had so far.
Second. We had,
Simu Liu was nominated. That's right.
Was it Highest War? Is that what?
No, that was
my character. High Score is still coming. It's so good though. I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's so dumb, but it's so much fun. I've rewatched that several times since. It's a top 10 movie.
All right.
I'm just Ken. That's my
Throw away your pick. Okay.
It's getting in. It got in. That's what I did.
Who's next? Here's that.
Todd's next.
Okay, mine is the fight on the stairs in John Wick Chapter 4, which is like kind of like most of the last like 40 minutes of the movie is like this thing where John Wick is trying to like make his way up the stairs, and he's fighting like several people on his way up this like endless flight of stairs. It is unbelievable. They're more like steps. They're not stairs. They're outside. It is one of the things that, for me, makes it one of the best uses of sound. That you bet visual effects, best everything, best stunts, everything here. So John Wick, Chapter 4.
Okay. Zach, you're the only one left, and you're not in basketball anymore.
No, I'm not. I won my bet. I'm going with there's only one movie it's been from, and there's so many scenes from it that you could pick. I'm going to go with the last scene of Past Lives.
That's on my list.
That's. I'm going to say it's a plus 20. That in 10 years it's going to be my number one of all time. I like the odds. That scene. The only other scene I've been considering was the other scene from Past Lives when Greta Lee and John Magaro are in bed together talking about how this role doesn't expand her. But any scene in Past Lives would
see.
be
The scene I was thinking about from Past Lives is the one where Greta Lee and Teo Yu are sitting in front of the carousel.
That is a great. There is no wrong pick for Past Lives for this category. Zero wrong pick. So that of course that's a great scene.
Yeah.
And the scene when they're on Staten Island Ferry and they're on Statue of Liberty, of course. Yes. There's no.
Just that extended moment where they're just looking at each other is
on the subway.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right.
Okay. All right, so we've got Godzilla attacks Giza in Godzilla -1. We've got the "I'm Just Ken" sequence in Barbie. We've got the fight on the stairs in John Wick Chapter 4. We've got the final scene in Past Lives. All right.
I dog vomit. Anatomy of a Fall.
Oh, well, that's a that's a sequence.
That's a sequence. The opening scene in Artemis Girl.
I mean, the first 45 minutes. Okay. I thought about saying that actually. The first 45 minutes.
The empty arena fight in Creed 3. the bloody
Yeah.
finale and Evil Dead Rise, drug sequence on the train in Joyride, the botched assassination attempt in The Killer, bike jump in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning,
That was underwhelming.
the bar scene in Past Lives, Samara Weaving's scene in Scream 6, and the plane crash in Society.
Yeah, that one too.
The plane crash is really good. All right, so I have I've got a couple other ones. I've got a different scene from Dead Reckoning. I've got the alley fight.
Oh,
I have a different one too.
Yeah. I have the pitch scene from Air.
I have that one on my list too.
And then the other one I have on my list is the scene between Michael Fassbender and The Killer. That was the other one I was
Yes,
almost
of
going to
course.
say, but I thought that was more of a potential. consensus
That's
pick.
got to be our non-negotiable. I hate to spoil it. That is, I don't even like the movie. And that's a great scene. That's the best.
You already admitted earlier that it
Great
was,
use
a,
of
it was a
whiskey.
terrible pick that you didn't like it.
Yeah.
All right, so the ones I had, the hanging train scene on Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
The underwater fight in Sisu was just
Wow.
insane.
Yes.
Gloria's monologue in Barbie. The liquor store scene in The Holdovers, I really like it because that's the most sideways scene of the whole thing. I really like how the scene is staged and in the conversation they're having. Marty's new thing and The Killers of the Flower Moon, the Jordan pitch and Air, the ending of Past Lives. Was that nominated? Yeah,
Yeah, it was nominated.
The plane crash in Society of the Snow. The dinner with the expert in The Killer, which is
Yeah, the tools was
and showing Ember the Vivisteria flower in Elemental. I said that on our
You
top
did
10.
say
It's just a beautiful sequence of them going him taking her in a bubble to see the flower this year. That is one of the great sequences and one of the great movies of the year.
Okay, so it sounds like it's down to two.
Well, Zach hasn't said his others.
Zach, did you have anything else you wanted to?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely did.
I don't think he did.
That's not
Every
Past
single scene from Past Lives. The plane sequence in Zoo, which I nominated for
not
another.
remember the underwater sequence, right? The
No.
underwater sequence is awesome.
I'm disappointed to say I don't remember it, but I'm sure it was great. Sisu will be a deep dive 9 years from now. Every scene involving Milo Machado in Anatomy of a Fall, especially by the end of the movie when he gives his testimony. Okay, here's a shocking one. The Mahler Symphony and Maestro. I mean, that was an amazing sequence, but you got to see it in theater to understand it. And then I would go with Todd would understand the reveal somewhere. Isn't that at like some sort of mitzvah or something? Like, there's some celebration, and then it's what Romano did to your Best Supporting Actress nominee. I really love Summer in Queens. I'm so excited for that to go on like Netflix, watch it on a Friday night. That is a great movie.
That movie is eventually going to not like the turn it on so much.
That is the shining of when we do this in 9 years.
So speaking of that, stay tuned. We have a bonus episode that'll be coming out at some point.
Oh, I don't know when that's actually. So
we have no idea when it's airing. It's going to take a ton of editing to actually happen. But we played a Vegas newlywed game with our significant others who are here somewhere out there.
Somewhere.
Shout out if you're watching. You might be. My wife actually potentially likes listening to us, so I think she might be watching right now.
My wife
I think
asked
there's a
about
better
us.
chance they're doing the 5K event. Yeah.
My wife asked about
Anyways.
Facebook wasn't working.
Oh, really?
She was-
Okay.
she was listening.
All right. There are. I think there's two. There's two we're debating between here. Society of the Snow and The Killer.
It's the killer. Well, I mean,
Killer.
Sight of the Snow
Killer.
wasn't a sequence, but the killer, we've mentioned that scene
Killer.
several
Yeah.
times in these awards.
That is a great.
Well, and he didn't get a chance. Like we almost nominated. I nominated Tilda Swinton for supporting actress. We thought about nominating her as character. So,
this is where the killer wins.
so
it's get
Dinner the Expert, is that how you were describing it, Todd?
That was how I wrote it down.
right in this category. That's the only Pinot.
Wait, so but what are the nominees now?
So our nominees are Godzilla Attacks Keys in Godzilla -1.
Good.
I'm Just Ken and Barbie. Fight on the Stairs, John Wick Chapter 4. Final Scene in Past Lives, or Dinner with the Expert and the Killer.
Everybody would have seen John Wick. That would have been like a really great pick.
Yeah.
That's it's so good. Oh, that movie's it's great. But I like the Godzilla too. I know I mentioned it. Kin was one that I had thought about as well. But it's going to be between Past Lives.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
so.
okay with those.
Yeah.
The ending was the highlight.
One of those do need
Let's go
a
Past
win though.
Lives.
One of those do need a
But
win.
Past Lives is one of
Go
the
Past Lives, I think.
one of the greatest movies of all time. It's top 20 of all time at this point.
Oh wow, Jesus!
Cow. We got to figure out how often we're going to update that.
That's my
Okay.
number 27 of.
We're
Not in
going.
my top 20.
So
Can we
the
remake
final
Todd,
scene.
one of the dishes of 2023.
Final
It's
scene of
overrated
Past
at this
Lives.
point. It's the villain of the movie awards.
Final scene of Past Lives is the winner for best scene. What? Who won?
Say it. Who won? Never mind.
I gotta figure out who.
Suarez.
Suarez.
Seriously?
He won.
Oh, that's not one. I
Did
bet on.
Detroit win? Detroit tied.
No, but the
On
Mariners
NASCAR
lost.
race.
Wait, so you bet on
Yeah, I bet on a couple guys that didn't win. Afterward, I found. Yeah, whatever. We'll talk about it later.
After show.
Or low.
Best scene, final scene of Past Lives. Congratulations.
Yes.
You just won a
I'm
Pinot.
Actually, Terry, I'm not really sure what that means, the final scene of Past Lives.
It's the one that
It's
walking
not-
the
That's my cup. That already has Merlot in it, and you're
Pretty
pouring
foul.
Pinot.
You don't have
Who wants
like
Merlot?
that in wine country.
Anybody want Merlot?
No.
Anybody need a
I'm
refill?
not
of
drinking
Merlot?
any Merlot.
I
You're not
did.
drinking any Merlot?
I
Todd?
did. I bored myself.
You just poured yourself some Merlot.
Sorry.
Kept going with the Pinot and tried my cup. So I got a little bit of Pinot mixed in with my Merlot. It's time to move on. What's
Luckily, it was
next?
only
I don't even know
What's
how
next?
much do we even have.
We're getting close to the end. We're almost done. We're almost done. We're
We need to be in
We are
this and
flying.
profit.
And half the episode he talked about basketball. This is great. Keep it going.
next we have
We need to get
best
music.
best ensemble
That's
cast.
a huge one.
I got it.
Okay. Best ensemble cast. We
I have no idea where the hell it's going.
This
We've
is gonna
never
be nuts.
done this.
all right. So we did this last summer. We retroactively gave our 2008 Pinot. We did ensemble cast, but we did it as a debated category. This submitted category. This is the only submitted category that is not an Oscar category. However, it might be kind of something soon
Maybe.
with kind of
Stunt work.
because of
Is it
because
just
of
me or when cast is covering Jason Bateman, does it look like Murphy when he's accepting awards? That is totally his hair.
That is true.
so our shot is of air. If anyone's wondering, it's that's what we have. Let's see it. The nominees
Oh, boy.
for
Wait,
best
do we have predictions?
ensemble.
We have predictions
All right.
for this because I have no idea. Like,
Todd
I
has no
could-
clue.
There could be I feel like 9 of these could be unmentioned on other people's lists.
All right.
We're going with Todd first.
Let's see.
Let's hear about Blackberry Todd.
No, we have these are actual nominees.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm saying. Do we have predictions for what's actually making our? I don't know what you guys how you guys think of this.
Blackberry would be a minus 120.
I mean, barely made my list.
Okay, let's see. The nominees for best ensemble cast are Air.
Terrible.
All right.
Well, I need to be nominated, I guess. That's the point, I guess.
Barbie.
Okay.
What? Really? Who?
Barbie made it.
Yeah, that's
That means you both had it on
The
your list.
Holdovers.
See, Blackbird didn't make it.
The Iron Claw.
What are these picks? What is this category?
I mean, that's hard to argue with. The Iron Claw,
The Iron
seriously.
Claw's a great one.
Jeremy Allen White. He was not a heavyweight.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Now we're gonna get past K.
And Oppenheimer.
That's vomitous.
That is a.
There's our list.
I mean, I
Three
don't
of those
know how we
movies I gave
voted.
thumbs down to.
I don't know how we voted on this.
Oh my word. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
well,
yeah.
See,
I mean,
I screwed this up because I had Blackbird pretty low.
So let's see here. The runner-up, I can say, was probably. I mean, it was a pretty consensus list. Runner-up was probably Blackbird. The color purple was close too.
Who voted for Barbie?
yeah, I did.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
This was so I've got like 3 different ways of tabulating. No matter which way you looked at it, this was pretty much the top 6.
All right.
Zach, what did you vote for?
I think
Let's hear
Zach,
Zach's
you vote for
first.
Killers?
Zach, you're going first. What did you have?
I had How to Blow Up a Pipeline.
Oh,
That's why it didn't get represented because no one else voted for that.
What else? What else did you have?
Oh,
What was the rest of your list?
Past Lives, The Starling Girl, Tori and Lokita, Monster, Falcon Lake.
That's like 3 characters. It's not an ensemble of anything.
I'm just looking at my top 10.
I mean, holdovers too, though. And holdovers did.
Palm Trees and Power Lines.
Others have more characters.
Um,
More kids.
Spider-Man.
But you win with an animated movie.
Okay.
You really had that in your ensemble cast top 10?
Yes, and Somewhere in Queens. There. Todd, your turn.
He's calling his shots now.
I had The Burial, Blackberry, 1001, The Color Purple, The Artifice Girl.
Dave Marino says Push the Flower Moon.
There we go. I'm happy.
That should win.
And
Should win.
that's it. I think the rest are on my list. So The
All
Artifice Girl should have made it. I mean, that's a small cast, but still, like those are the only characters in the movie.
All right, I did that. Society Snow should have been
Oh
nominated.
my god, I couldn't keep track of anything.
Well, it isn't. It's the ensemble. It's the ensemble. And here's what
That means it was a great ensemble.
Are you there, guys? Me, Margaret.
That's a good pick.
The Color
Kathy
Purple.
Bates, man.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse did have American Fiction.
You had how are you putting Spider-Verse on there?
Spider-Verse had a
Because I
great
didn't think Haley
ensemble
Seinfeld
cast.
sucked.
How about Danny Kaluuya as the
Spider-Man.
the Sex Pistols Spider-Man? He was
The
amazing.
the Spec Pixels.
He's doing weird. All right, I had Saltburn,
Oh, that's a good one.
Poor Things.
Terrible.
That is a bad
Um,
thing. That's like there's several performances that are terrible in that. There's a few that are good.
American Fiction,
Yeah, Shiguli.
Blackberry, and I put A Day and a Half here.
Okay, I can respect that. I respect her.
I mean, you nominated 2 guys for Best Actor
Oh,
in that, and
yeah,
didn't
it's
have it on your top 10
it's a-
ensemble. I
How about
mean,
even the parents in that movie when they go to the garage at the parents' house?
Yeah.
I heard that. Day and a Half, by the way.
on Netflix.
Number-
If you haven't seen it, go watch right now. A Day and a Half.
Number 14 of
He's
20.
Not right now. Wait till done.
Have you seen it? Adam?
Finish watching us,
Ferris Bueller.
and then go watch A Day and a Half.
No, wait, I'm on the plane right now.
Who
There we
picked-
go.
Who did that we would
Download
do a
it.
day and a half? Was that you, Todd? That was a
I don't know.
great
It was
pick.
just movies that was on Netflix.
All right.
All right,
So
next
one
one.
last time, our nominees for Best Ensemble: Air, Barbie, The Holdovers, The Iron Claw, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Oppenheimer.
Terrible.
Moving on.
This is
Zach
fun.
hates it. We just did
This is
the
great
most
list.
Zach list, and now that was like the least Zach list ever.
That,
Okay.
I mean, that is a tier list. Like, I mean, this like the ensemble cast. Like, that is something that.
I don't know what that is. Ensemble.
Apparently.
Well, that would have helped.
These are people that are in the movie.
All right.
It's a very good
Moving
list.
on.
I'm agreeing
I think
with
we have
you,
4
Terry.
categories left. 4
Okay, let's
categories.
We got this.
Highest war performance. So if you haven't paid attention to us before,
Boy,
if you haven't
I
paid attention to us
15
before,
listed on it.
war
Wow.
is
Todd has 15.
war is a category or is a thing that they talk about in sports often. It stands for wins above replacement. So the most like irreplaceable actor in a performance of the year. That's kind of what we're looking at here. So highest war performance, someone who you couldn't see,
We're gonna carry first on this one.
who you couldn't see doing that. What?
Send me the ensemble.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going first, and so let's
We're
see
gonna
here.
kill time real quick because if you haven't shared and subscribed, make sure you do
Yeah.
because we would love to have
This
you
would be-
in the conversation.
This would be
And,
great.
I'm so with
Yes.
your team.
So
Oh,
gosh.
there's some
Here's
great
the real-
ideas.
No, they,
But
they,
Minnesota
they,
wouldn't have covered.
I know.
What are they? I don't even know what they're talking about.
These are more. I was a 40 on that.
This is a great way to.
You want
This is ridiculous. This is what
$400, man.
this is what happens when we're in Vegas.
Can
They
we just
talk
agree
about
that Dane is like the most
I
like
hope that.
yeah.
like,
Thank you, Dave,
commenter?
for
I know,
being
it's
here.
awesome. See, why don't we have
girls? That's
I'll go with
that's
that.
the real
I
question.
mean, you were like,
I don't know
you were
what-
like, minus 4.
Okay,
Okay.
Highest performance.
I would
Look back
Uh,
here. Zach, who do you got?
Some
No,
asshole.
you said to me.
What I asked.
You sent it to
You
me
were like,
first.
fuck, you made your pick.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the first half ball of the
That-
episode.
Yes,
Sorry.
there it is. Okay. Highest war performance. Oh, I don't like any of these.
That's Terry's
Um,
Oh, Terry, come on. I have 15 that I like. I mean, you want to.
I I have some, but I don't like any of them.
I feel like we did this last, and I think we did this in the 08 thing, where you're like, oh man, I don't like any of these.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Margot Robbie for Barbie.
Oh jeez. There's several people that could have done that.
Standing up for Barbie
Stand up for Barbie, man.
needs an
It
outcome.
belongs in this category.
It's your
And-
first nominee.
Like she won that. Like when you heard making a Barbie movie, and you heard Margot Robbie is starring in it, you went, "Oh yeah, that tracks." Like that, like more than anything else that came out this year. It worked. It totally worked. She is Barbie. More than any of the other ones that actually Barbie in the movie. She is Barbie. Margot Robbie for Barbie, and no one in it would go for a consensus. So I'm picking it now. He picked a mountain.
He picked and a bear.
And a dog and a bear.
He didn't pick a mountain in 08. I don't know if there was a mountain in 08.
Margot Robbie and Barbie. No, yeah. All right. Zach, who's next?
We're going next.
Adam's next.
Oh,
That was a wasted pick, Terry. Come on.
Yeah, that
like,
was kind of
like, I have,
You also
there's
wasted
so
your
many greater ones,
ensemble.
including several Cagers.
ensemble cast on Barbie too, man.
It got nominated.
Cooling on the Barbie shit. Although,
All right.
and Barbie did have a good song though. We don't have a song category.
We don't.
Barbie,
But I nominated it for the scene.
Yeah, that was a wasted pick. If you would have chosen the other,
All right.
Werner Herzog wouldn't have picked it.
the one with Danny DeVito's that scene. Pick that one.
Adam, what do you got?
I low-key had a dog here in this category. But we're not doing it.
This is going to go quick.
It is.
We should make it so you can't nominate like
No.
an acting award and for a minor character or a high score. Like you
Okay.
only get one of each. Or one
Okay,
of
so a
each.
highest war here. We're going to go with.
I'm kind of nervous now. 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 I'm kind of nervous.
God
I'm going to turn off loop.
Oh, I heard about this.
No.
Yeah, that's good. I don't want. I'm gonna nominate this because it's frustrating that it didn't get nominated. The credit this guy brought to this role,
There is.
Oh boy.
Jamie Foxx in The Burial.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good
Okay.
one.
I have that on my.
Okay, good. Okay, Jamie Foxx in The Burial. I needed to be nominated somewhere.
I like it.
I'll throw it in right here.
I like it.
Yeah, that was
Since
one
we had
that-
categories that may have kept it from being nominated earlier.
That was one of those movies that should have been up for surprising movie because
I
mean, we
mentioned
all-
it. I said we should have.
we don't really like that. You know.
But we want a day and a half.
Okay.
Zach, go for
Who's
it.
next?
No, it's Todd.
He just doesn't want to pick anything.
What do I
want
go with the that obviously has to be on there? Like, it's got to be a non-negotiable though.
Glenn Howerton.
No.
Oh, should he
I don't
match
have
Rory
it.
Kinnear for 3 times?
Can we nominate a movie from 2 years ago?
Roy
That's
Kinnear
the
nominated for like a million different roles.
Surprising.
Mickey
is that Kinnear got in for Best Supporting Actor last.
Mickey Rourke also nominated 3 times in an episode too.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Mickey Rourke and
So, and all right, as far as I know, I think this might be the first Pinot where Brad Pitt doesn't get a mention.
Wow.
supporting.
By far, it is the first Pinots where he did not get nominated for most cage performance.
That is true. Because he got nominated twice before.
Because he got nominated twice for most cage performance. This is the third time we've done this.
I'm gonna go for the. We gotta agree on the other one. It's Nicolas Cage in The Flash.
That is
There's
awesome.
nobody else that is going to come up and show in all their glory the Superman suit he never to wear. Nicolas Cage in The Flash is my highest score.
I love how so far he's been nominated for almost every high award. I kind of had it down
is-
for Renfield too.
Well, he won last year for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh, I forgot the biggest stickman George Clooney in The Flash. That would have been
That's not that.
the stickman.
Missed
God dang
opportunity.
it!
Missed opportunity. Zach, you're last.
Okay, can we just say like Gladstone's getting this, right? There's nobody else is playing that one.
I actually went with Nicolas Cage for the replacement plan.
We're doing it. We're
For
doing it.
the retirement plan.
Retirement plan. Oh wow, double I would have never seen that movie in a million years had he not been the actor. So
Wow.
there's no way that has to be the highest war because I never would have seen it.
Oh my word.
Wow, what
Multiple so is that how many for Nicolas Cage? I mean, we can't count his own category. Two
So,
But you know what I mean?
Two
Like,
nominations
we would have
today,
never
but
seen
he's
that
gotta
movie
be
without
right.
anyone else being
Oh,
cast.
absolutely. If I started like during COVID doing my Cager marathon, never.
This is nice.
And then we should the non-negotiable should be Cage and Dreams.
Oh,
Three-time nominee in the same category.
I mean, if we got,
I
it's
like
gotta
the
be
Lily
it's got to be
Gladstone.
Lily
Yeah,
Gladstone, and
I-
she has to win. Like, there's that's the number one.
So the other stuff I had written down, I had Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction. I don't know if anyone could pull that up like he did.
Giamatti, that's a
Giamatti and the
role.
Holdovers I had written down.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
And Julianne Moore May December. I felt like was I don't know if
Yeah,
anyone else could have pulled that
I
off.
considered.
And the other one I had was Coleman, Domingo, and Rustin.
I had,
He was that was just so much him. It was awesome.
yeah, I did have Jonathan Majors in
Oh, God,
Creed
3.
Yeah,
John,
dude,
listen,
He's
He's
amazing. You're gonna watch it
fantastic.
because you have to both.
All right, and that
it's
Binning-
great.
I had
He's
Annette
great.
Bening.
Fire it up.
Yeah.
There we go.
I had Annette Bening and Nyad. That's also. Come on, like,
It's not on. Hit the
oh, yeah.
power button.
I hit the power. Oh, there we
Hey, there we go. We have light again.
go. And
It's
then
getting darker on the strip, so we don't have any natural light
we
anymore.
would have missed this shit.
Annette Bening and Nyad. I had her down.
That's a good one too.
Nicolas Cage.
The win is MVP.
Right.
Annette Bening, Nyad, Nicolas Cage,
Because see,
Renfield,
we had Minnesota
and
covering the
Thanksgiving.
7.5.
All right.
Rick Hoffman, Thanksgiving.
I have him on my list too.
That's it.
All right.
And then Snoop.
Snoop,
Of course, deserves recognition.
Snoop the Dogg,
How many non
MVP of the
non-human-
Pinos is Snoop Dogg.
How many-
Not Snoop Dogg, but Snoop the
how many
Dogg.
non-humans?
50 cents steel drum. That's steel drum.
All right.
What?
Did you have anybody else
For what?
50 cents.
for high score?
I
That's
had,
what we're talking about right now.
I had the main actor from Sisu,
Jorma.
Tomila.
Who pronounce names like I do.
Okay.
That is true.
But really, I want to
Peter
nominate
Slavsky.
Cage a third time.
So
So
they Shamlin.
for Dreams and
Yeah,
Dreams.
that too. All right. I had Jimmy Tatro in The Machine as the younger version of Burt Kreischer, America Ferrera and Barbie, Fantasia in The Color Purple. I mean,
She was
that's-
amazing.
That, that'd be tough to replace. Leo and Pillars of the Flower Moon. I almost can't see anyone else playing that.
Wasn't that originally supposed to be Jesse Plemons?
No.
Like
No.
they were supposed to be flipped.
Well, Leo was originally going to play the FBI guy.
And I think
I mean,
Jesse Plemons was originally supposed to play Leo's
I
character.
mean, it could be. I mean, I don't think he would have done like that. I think Leo's amazing in Killers, and it's absurd that he's not nominated for an Oscar, but he's nominated for a Pinot. Right?
Yep. Yes.
Isai Morales in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 plays he's what is the name? Bad guy? I forget what his.
Really? Damien? Isn't it Damien?
Sure. It does sound like it. No.
It doesn't sound like. I mean, yeah, the guy from Ozark. I can't remember his actual character's name is. Rick Hoffman in Thanksgiving, of course. Paul Dano in Dumb Money. That's not to replace. I mean, that's totally a Paul Dano thing. Joaquin Phoenix and Beau is Afraid. I mean, borderline, that was going to be my next pick.
Gabriel. His name is Gabriel.
Gabriel. Yeah,
Asai Morales, yeah.
who else played that role? I don't know. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix. I almost picked that. I mean, I hate the movie. It was my worst of the year, but it's Joaquin Phoenix. Coleman, Domingo, and Rustin. Nicolas Cage and Renfield.
Yes.
He looks like Dracula. Finally got to play him.
I had him in Renfield too.
We said did Jamie Foxx nominated? I can't.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx.
Was nominated.
Jay Baruchel and Blackberry. He's got a very defined niche now, and that role fits him more than any other actor.
You forget that, Jay.
And Ryan Gosling and Barbie. Because I mean, after seeing it a couple of times, you're just like, yeah, no. I mean, that role
one of
is
the best
forever Ryan Gosling and cannot be seen any other way, unless it was like 90s Brad Pitt or something.
Okay, I agree though that I think we got to go with Lily Gladstone.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be. I mean, it's the winner. There's no there's no other actress that
It's
can
done.
play that role.
It's over.
She's a double
It's
now.
over, Boom.
All right,
Hopefully, it
Lily
doesn't-
Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. You've won the highest war performance at the Pinos. Congratulations.
You just wrote her down, right? That wasn't just me saying that.
I didn't write her down, but once you said, it, I'm like, oh, why didn't I write that down?
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. That was highest war. The picture was of Bradley Cooper in Maestro. Wasn't bad because he looks like him, but he didn't get nominated. Instead, we nominated
Nice
Nicolas
work in
Cage
his makeup,
twice.
his makeup team.
Yeah.
The nose.
The nose is great.
The nose is
Next.
amazing.
What about like Andrew Dice Clay nose, like in that?
Yeah,
It's
Mickey
almost
Rourke.
a Mickey
Yeah,
Rourke
Mickey Rourke,
nose.
yeah.
I thought
Best director.
Andy Garcia.
All right. Next, we have Best
What a terrible
Director.
picture.
Well, I had to pick people with cameras for director, okay? He's the only one that had a camera that I could think of this year.
Okay. Best Director. I think is coming out of this.
Scorsese.
The director of John Wick.
Wow.
Todd, any ideas?
I know what my number one is, and it's kind of a crazy one that I think it should
I
be
think-
nominated. We mentioned it should be nominated.
I think most of the nominees are going to be Oscar nominated in some year. Like I don't think I think all of them are going to be past their current Oscar nominees.
Ooh.
Bold pick.
All 6 will be past or
It's a
current
plus.
Oscar
It's like a
nominees.
plus 180.
That is an interesting.
I would put the money on.
That's a
I like
that's a hot
money line.
take. That's a hot take. All right.
Is that hot though?
Here we
You're
go.
looking at the list, so maybe I'm wrong.
The best directors
Please.
nominated for the 2023 Pinos are
Whoa.
Charlotte LeBone in Falcon
Well,
Lake.
that screws
Wow.
Todd lost that miserably.
Wow.
How is that?
Christopher Nolan in Oppenheimer.
I didn't vote for
Oh, are you kidding? No.
He was on my list too.
A.V. Rockwell in 1001.
There we go.
So I was really wrong.
Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon. Celine Song for Past Lives. And
I don't know what's coming up. We didn't nominate.
Justine Triet for Anatomy of a
Wow.
Fall.
Damn it,
So I was
guys.
right on 4 of the 6.
There's our list.
We didn't nominate the Glazer.
We did not nominate Jonathan Glazer. Let me look.
Sure.
Where he
Way to go,
I
Zach.
like this
I
list.
had her. I had
We have,
her.
is that 3 women now? Is that our first women nominations too? That's
We've
pretty
got
nice.
3 women nominated
There we
there.
go.
Let's see.
You know, we took care of the animated movie. We took care of the
Documentary.
the documentary and the Superman or Superhero
There were-
movie.
Yeah.
So you could. It was a pretty consensus list, but I would say the 3 runners-up were Jonathan Glazer, Jalmari Elander,
Alander.
and Jay Bayona for Society.
My number.
That was your number 1.
No, my number 1 didn't even get talked about yet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you said
No,
said
hold on,
number
hold on,
1 was
hold on.
good.
All right. So let him talk about it.
Okay.
Let him talk about it.
Adam, go.
What was
I
your
watched,
number
I
1?
watched it again recently. It is.
Christopher McQuarrie from Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
It's a
Oh,
great
What
pick.
about should have been? Hold on.
Terrible.
It's not terrible. We
It was
even
not-
mentioned it was.
Godzilla director.
No, he's on there. We had Tahashi Yamazaki. I'm horrible right now. Godzilla -1 director. Chad Stahelski for John Wick Chapter 4. Sean Durkin for The Iron Claw. And Hayao Miyazaki for The Boy in the Hair.
There you
There
go.
we go.
I also had
Agree.
Sean Durkin for the Iron Claw. I had Alexander Payne for the Holders. I had Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things. Greta Gerwig for Barbie.
Terry with the Barbie.
I
very
had.
good.
I'm,
Very
it
good.
was in my top 10. It was in my top
At number
5.
2. At number 2.
Wow.
Shut up! You're not supposed to see
sorry.
that.
My bad.
I'm going in random order here. J.A. Bayona and John Glazer were also on the list, and Bradley Cooper for Maestro. There we go. Bradley Cooper.
He was good.
Terry raising his glass to Bradley Cooper.
Raise a glass.
Who's been
Well, he
mentioned-
just missed.
And-
he
and
Bradley
missed
Cooper.
highest war, which he predicted.
just mentioned multiple times. Was he an actor? I can't
He wasn't
remember.
not. Yeah, he was
No.
nominated for
Okay.
actor.
And Aaron would have hated that if he had nominated.
Probably.
He was my number 1.
He was. He already. He already spoiled. All right, Zach. What else did you have on your list? That didn't get nominated.
Eric Gavel for full time. Jalmandi Halander for Cecil.
There you go. Yeah, I should put it there.
For Hirokazu Korie Monster. Now, here's the real thing. When Todd and Terry and Adam see Monster, this whole list is going to get reevaluated because Monster needed to be better represented on this list, on this entire ceremony.
Like same with Cadeo Blanco.
Okay, it was okay. Jean-Pierre and Luc Dardenne, greatest directors, along with Oscar Farhadi for Tori and Lokita. And finally, she knew Kentucky better than Todd did. Laurel Parmet for Starling Girl.
Oh, he had so many women.
Laurel Parmet was my number 2.
Like, he nominated 3 women and none of them were named Greta Gerwig.
3 women would be a great deep dive. Robert Altman, great movie.
Honestly, don't even.
Todd,
know
what else did you have on your
I
list?
don't know if the director. Honestly, don't even know if the director of Snowman is a man or a woman.
Falcon White got in for Best Director.
That was great direction.
Did we just say it?
So, Todd, you were mentioning earlier that we had a category that, what was it? Adapted screenplay that didn't get past the K's? The first one nominated here was in the L's.
Yeah, that is.
Wait, are we done? Is that 4 women in there, not 3? 1, 2, 3.
That's 4.
It's 4 women.
That's 4 women.
We can count.
We nominated 4 women for Best Director.
That's awesome.
Charlotte LeBone, Avery Rockwell, Celine Song, and Justine Triet. The only non-women were Christopher Nolan and Martin Scorsese.
The Oscar nominees.
Yeah, the Oscar nominees. Well, Triet was a nominee
Oh,
too.
that's true, but
Yeah, I think the director of Soulmate is a guy. I honestly don't know.
wow. Okay, we're gonna there.
So I have Min Young Gyun for Soul. I'm pretty sure it's a guy. Matt Johnson for Blackberry. David Fincher for The Killer. Jalmari Halander for Sisu. Jonathan Glazer, Zone of Interest. And Alexander Payne and MJ Bayona. So yeah, a bunch didn't get in.
All right,
Beautiful.
man. Right. What did we have? 3. That was one of the ones that had 3 of the Oscar nominees. 3 that didn't were pretty hardcore. Celine Song, Avery Rockwell, and LeBone. I need to watch Falcon Lake before we vote.
Oh, man.
By the way, I'll take this opportunity. I think in a month is what we said. We will be unveiling
It's the third text from the hotel.
I haven't gotten a single one of those. Maybe they just texted you because we're like, hey,
It's
check.
in a month we'll be unveiling the winners of the major categories once we have a chance to watch all the movies, which I honestly think I'm the only one who hasn't seen some of them.
I've seen all.
Yeah. So anyways, just throwing that out there. In a month we'll unveil the winners of all the major ones. Moving on, I think we've got 2 categories left.
Yep.
One debatable and then Best Picture. And the debate one, we end every podcast with
Quote of the year.
quote of the day.
it's in my spam.
So quote of the year.
My text. How was that?
That is a beautiful graphic that added together for us for quote of the year. It's just
That is
just glorious.
where's Blake Lively?
Whatever Jason Kelly is yelling right there, I'm gonna say is a quote.
I kind of almost made him the poster. I almost put Taylor Swift as the background.
Oh, that is a beautiful moment right there. Okay, Zach, where are we going
We're
first?
going to Terry first.
You seriously?
You've gone to them first on everything for one category, and that was the one.
I don't like
that
this.
Nebraska
I
was
like-
like,
don't
"Time out."
like
It's,
it.
it's so much easier.
I
to
don't
react.
like.
No, but you
He's done it
don't. You haven't got a
I've
mute
also
at all.
won money than any of you. So.
Well, I won 60. Oh, we did put on.
Did you hedge though with Detroit?
No, I lost the baseball one, but I did get the basketball.
Who lost the baseball? Orioles.
Mariners did.
Oh.
Mariners. But the Memphis Tigers hit.
Oh man. Okay.
The Memphis Tigers. That was a great. I would have never bet on them.
Yeah, no, especially against FAU.
Okay. This movie needs to be nominated for a Pinot, so I'm going to nominate for quote of the year.
There we go.
It is Teenage Mutant Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Maybe one day everyone will love us like they love Ferris Bueller.
It was both of our quotes when we reviewed that movie, and I definitely pick. This is also the most drunk Terry's been on the podcast.
That's more than Pinot in this room. That's why.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
That statement.
I love it that turtles.
Yeah, it's a great quote. It's a great quote.
Have there ever been an Almost Sideways episode interrupted by security before?
No, this is definitely a
That's a
first.
first.
That is
That's
definitely
a top 5 moment.
Breaking news.
that is
It
a
was early on. I was like we're eating like something over here. He's like, and they looked at each other like, I think we still have to check. And I was like, I guess come in. Come on.
That's gonna be a great short. I hope it gets a lot of views.
and they were awesome. Like they came in, they did what they needed to do, moved on.
Yeah, he checked if we were jumping out the window or not.
Or, yeah,
There's no chair out
exactly.
the window like at Terry's apartment.
Yeah, they just
Or
go.
no,
They don't
Terry's-
put a mattress out.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
We're
All right.
3 separate hotels here. It's a thing. Never again, by the way.
No. that was
If we
a
do
bad
this
idea.
again, we are all staying in the same
Same
place.
And
Yes.
I don't think we can come with 9 people.
If the guys come together, we're
Ill-advised.
sharing a room. We're sharing a room.
Ill-advised.
I'll go next.
All right, Zach's going next.
My quote of the year comes from Past Lives, best movie of the year,
Oh, boy.
and it is John Magaro, my number 2 supporting actor nominee. He says, "You dream in a language I can't understand," which is also how I view this podcast.
Right, okay.
That's always the key. Is if it's a good quote, it applies to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, who's next?
Who's next?
Adam.
Adam.
Hold on.
I have 2 really good non-negotiables, and I'm not going with either of them when I pick it. Unless I pick one of them.
Hold on, I gotta take it close. Okay, so I have a good one that also is good for the podcast.
It's good for humanity.
It's for the killer. Stick to your plan. Anticipate. Don't improvise. Trust no one. Killer. That's how we put our top 10 together. That's how we put these movie awards together. Great. Stick to your plan.
It's longer than that. Stick to the plan, anticipate, don't improvise, trust no one. Never yield up an advantage. They mean keeps going back. That's a good one. That's a great recurring monologue.
That's a good one. Todd, you're the last one.
My favorite quote is it's a quote in Blackberry, of course, the best movie of the year. And some of my favorite line delivery of all time because like Glenn Howerton goes nuts in this scene. He's like, "I am from Waterloo. The vampires hang out." when he's getting kicked out of his
Say that for a second.
NHL meeting.
Where the vampires hang out.
That is it is glorious.
What about the NHL, the highest horror performance in a movie?
Or how about
the
the
NHL
biggest
from
douchebag?
Blackberry? For an NHL scene in the 90s.
Take that and make that a soundbite.
There we go. There it is. Okay, so we've got maybe one day everyone will love us like they love Ferris Bueller from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. You dream in a language I can't understand from Past Lives. Stick in, anticipate, don't improvise, trust no one, the killer. I am from Waterloo, where the vampires hang out. From Harry. That was my impression of Todd trying to do an impression of Glenn Howerton.
Well done.
Well, all right. So, what else are we going with?
All right, I'll start off first.
Okay.
A shoe is just a shoe until somebody steps into it from air. I'm doing it, I'm enough, and I'm great at doing stuff.
You have an I am Ken enough
I should have worn it.
sweatshirt, and it kind of makes me
It's
jealous.
dirty.
I guess beach is just too much beach for you, kid. I'm gonna beat you off right now. I like the stock from Done Money. So,
Oh, that's a good.
Mamas with the Maggots now from Evil Eyes. It's a good one. I say that quite a lot. I find the world a bitter and complicated place, and it feels the same way about me. The holdovers.
I have that one.
That's a good one.
I am the Fury from Polite Society, and I would like to spend a season in hell where all the interesting people are. Hail from Satan from Renfield.
Now that's a great. That should be a non-negotiable.
Todd.
Well, there's song lyrics, stuffed toes, freaking cannon cars from Fast X.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I got that.
Life is like a henhouse ladder, shitty and short from the holdovers. Do you think I'm that cool? Think I could handle the emotional burden of an affair from Dream's scenario? I thought that was funny. And of course, the one that is the quote from Air, which podcast may broke on me.
All right, I've got from the holdovers, entre nous. This whole trip is entre nous. I thought that was good. From Killers of the Flower Moon, look at me like this makes sense to you. I feel like I said that several times in my head on this trip. From Barbie, not any of the ones you said, just sublime.
Series line delivery is on point today.
Yeah, it is. And then the last one, I'm trying to remember what this is from. I wrote it down. I think it's Blackberry. It might, I don't know. You have moved past being just self-important. You now are actually important. What's that from? I don't remember what it's from. It's a great line.
That is
Knock at the door.
no. That's not
Knock at the
it.
cabin.
Um,
Going to hear it.
no, that's that's Dumb Money.
Is that Dumb Money?
Yeah, I think that's Shailene Woodley saying that.
Oh, that might be right. Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
I have one other quote
What did you have?
from Fast X. The fallout will be existential.
That's a good one.
Oh,
That's the real
God.
right there.
It's like, but the quote from there, like, you know, you don't tell me. It's a podcast.
That's great. All right, what are you guys thinking?
I like
Fast X.
the
That's
Fast
the
X one or like the Renfield one. Yeah, one of those.
No, this is Oppenheimer, Terry.
Is it? Oh, it's Oppenheimer. That means we have to go with it. Piss Zach off even more.
Because you're not just self-important, you're actually important.
Yeah,
Said by Ernest
That's
Lawrence.
a line from the movie. That is kind of perfect for that movie.
Who plays
So does that
Ernest?
mean we're
Which is
nominating
Ernest
it?
No, the fallout will be existential. That's the best line of the year.
I like entre nous.
What about Stubbed Toes, Song Lyrics, and Cannon Cars
I've
from Fast
yeah.
X?
swearing is for song
I've
lyrics.
had
Subtitles,
that
and
as
Candy
my
Cars.
I've had that as my banner twice.
All right.
I would like to spend a season in hell. That's what it is.
That's a good one too.
I think we need to go Fast X. It needs
Fast
another
X.
nomination.
Hell yeah.
With that one, not yours, but that one.
What was the line?
Stubbed Toes? What is it, Todd?
Oh, it was Josh Hartnett says that. And Stubbed Toes. Wait, I gotta get it back. Song lyrics, Stubbed Toes, and Cannon Cars.
Yeah,
It's
swearing
like-
is for song lyrics and Candy Cars.
That's a dumb pick.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
John Cena saying that kid because like something like
Yeah,
something like
it's good.
flipped and blew up like as it was like going over there, and he's like, and the kid's like, holy he's like, oh, and he's like, no, you're good. We'll update it. Song lyrics, Stubbed Toes, for Cannon Cars. He's like, yeah.
I think
Right.
Fast X does deserve some recognition from this board.
All right, so we have someday we'll be what the hell's the line I nominated?
Ferris Bueller. We love
Maybe
Webb.
one day everyone will love us like they love Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
I just wrote down Ferris Bueller. You dream in a language I can't understand. Stick to your plan. Anticipate, don't improvise. Trust no one. I am from Waterloo, where the vampires hang out. And song lyrics, Stubbed Toes, and Candy Cars.
I like it.
What wins? I want to go with the Killer. I think that's my favorite of the group. Stick to your plan.
And we
Anticipate,
haven't-
don't improvise. Trust no
And
one.
the killer hasn't won.
Which by far does not describe this podcast.
Yeah. Anticipate, don't improvise. Yeah, that is.
Don't
we
improvise.
definitely had, we do audibles in the last.
I mean, I'm good with the Killer.
I won money today, so you can pick whatever you want.
The Killer it is. Stick to your plan. Anticipate, don't improvise. Trust no one is the quote of the year.
That's a great quote for Vegas too.
Quote of the year. That is the anti-Vegas quote. Okay.
Bid empathy.
We are now moving on.
We're under 4 hours too, by a lot.
We're under by a lot. Almost, we're going to be under 3 potentially. Because we're on to the last category, Best Picture.
Oh boy.
Let's go Elemental.
Okay. What are we thinking?
The Pinot is better than the Merlot.
We're nominating 10. So the last time we did our Best Picture, we just went with our top 5 we had from our top 10 reveal. When we went back and did our retroactive 2008 list, we did a top 10 based on our top 25s, and that's what we're doing now. So the 10 films nominated for Best Picture for the 2023 Pinots are... You guys ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Born Ready.
Anatomy of a Fall.
Wow.
Artifice Girl.
There we go.
Blackberry.
Okay. Oh, yep.
Now it's
Yep.
legit.
The part-
Falcon Lake.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
The Holdovers.
And Killers.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
I'm not the killer,
Not the Killer.
bitches.
Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Zach is celebrating. Best movie of the year, getting nominated for Best
How is
Picture.
that possible?
Past Lives.
Boo. I like that one.
The Starling Girl.
Good
Oh,
call.
there you go.
Wow.
Nice job.
And-
Oh, God.
1001.
How
I
is
just
the Starling
realized.
Girl in? How is that?
There's our top. There's our 10.
Terry, did you have that in your top 25?
Starling Girl, yeah.
No, are you there, God? That was like the.
Are You There, God? Okay. Here's an interesting thing. This was a pretty solid. Every movie in the top 10 was on multiple lists and in someone's top 4.
That's okay.
Are
so-
You There, God is Margaret? It's Me, Margaret was
It's
on everyone's top 25, but in no one's top 10.
That's interesting.
Well, you knocked out because.
So it got knocked out because,
That's what I was.
because there were a couple things that knocked it out, actually. So, no Are You There, God, Margaret?
Wow.
No Iron Claw?
Yeah, that was in top
Those,
10s.
yeah, so the,
Wow.
No Brent
yeah.
Fleet.
Well, yeah, no, right. No shit. There were
Well, Oppenheimer isn't on there, so.
The Killer, Sisu, The Iron Claw, and Are You There, God, Me, Margaret were the first ones knocked out.
Justin, which of
Like,
you
all
two
of them-
screwed over Sisu?
No,
it was
I-
you, wasn't it?
nominated it. I nominated
It was on
No,
3
I had-
lists. It was on 3
I
lists,
didn't-
but it wasn't high enough.
It was my number 13.
Everyone on this list was in someone's top 4.
I had
So that's why this is the list.
it was above Oppenheimer.
Well, I guess my top 4 made it in.
Okay.
Why? See, yeah, Sisu not making it is a little insane.
And Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
I want to
think
know how
that's
the
insane.
Starling Girl
That's the
got
one.
in.
That and Society of the Snow. I thought that
It was in Terry's
they
top
were all
25.
really high.
I know, but so, I mean, Sisu was in 3 top 25s too.
The math is a little
I
suspicious.
think,
there, Lou.
hold on. Every movie, not only,
Police version.
every movie on this list was in 3 top 25s.
So was Sisu.
Yeah, but it wasn't in anyone's top 4.
Okay.
Every movie on this list is in 3 top 25s and is in someone's top 4.
You know what the problem is that Terry gave thumbs down to The Boy and the Heron.
That's absolutely impacting this list.
I don't
Because
think
The
so.
Boy and the Heron was
No,
on my top 25. 100%.
well, Boy and the Heron was mine. too.
The
it was
Heron
mine too.
on its best day was someone's number 10.
Not
On somebody's.
You have 3 lists. It was, let's see here, what did I gave
I guess this is a good list.
11, 12, 13,
Anatomy of the
14.
Fall, my number 60,
15,
and Girls,
16.
my number 64.
The Boy and the Heron was number 7.
wow. Number 64. That's a slap in the face. That's like John Voight. Slap in the
17.
face. No,
Where
I'm talking
did
about
it-
Todd.
What
What
was
is it?
The Boy and the Heron was number 17 on the list.
17 on the overall list. 18 was the. All right, so I'll give you. Let's see.
Zach, I've seen 100 and
18 was the Zone of Interest. 17 was the Boy and the Heron. 16 was Spider-Man's. 15 was Society of the Snow.
Blind dude.
14 was Are You There, God?
Oh, that was on
13 The
four
Iron Claw. 12 Sisu. 11 was The Killer.
Adam, your number one act was Zac Efron, right?
So what else
This
was
is
on list?
freaking ridiculous. Hey, Falcon Lake was nominated for picture, director, supporting actress, and Zach screwed up screenplay, so he didn't get nominated.
Yeah, that's
The
ridiculous.
best part of the movie was the screenplay, and he didn't get nominated.
Probably.
And he almost screwed up the supporting actress.
Oh,
Yeah, he
my
did.
word.
Yeah,
I nominated her for actress.
He's the Todd Field of the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sarah
word.
Todd Field is
Sarah
Okay.
Petit, she's watching, I'm sure.
I'm sure she's watching. She's
I
one of
said
the
it.
two.
All right,
All right.
who's everybody got nominated?
Okay.
I'll go.
That's where top
I'll start
25.
Hana Shibuya, two-time
Are we
nominated.
going? Are we doing
Well,
this?
I think then I had how we do this. Godzilla, no love there. Saltburn, Iron Claw.
Are you just talking about this, or were you just talking about it?
Snow, Fremont. I nominated Sisu, Spider-Man,
What?
Guardians, Taylor
Fremont?
Swift, the Eras Tour, Mission
The Eras
Impossible.
Tour.
Yeah,
The Eras Tour got nominated. Mission Impossible, The Killer, Dumb Money, and Boy the Heron all got nominated.
Now we know our top 10s because we did that recently.
I like that it's an hour and 31 minutes.
And it's got like no votes.
Okay.
Well, it's good.
All right. So on my list that didn't get nominated, American Fiction, The Iron Claw, Knock at the Cabin, Are You There, God, Poor Things, Spider-Man, Society of the Snow, The Zone of Interest, Maestro, Leo, Fair Play, The Killer, Mission Impossible,
How
May, December, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and that's the extent of my list.
Where was Leo on your list?
Leo on my list was number 19.
That is ridiculous.
Leo,
I
it was
haven't
very
seen it.
charming.
The other,
It was amazing.
the other Leo is number
It is very
35 on
good.
my list. The
If
Leo
you
remake-
haven't seen
remake of
it,
History
you
of
can't
Violence.
talk about
Leo,
it.
number 50 on my
If
list.
you
but
hate
I
it,
have respect
you can
for
fight me.
All right, the other ones I had John Wick Chapter 4, Bo's Crossing, Air, Mission Impossible, The Beast, Are You There, Goddess Me, Margaret, The Zone of Interest, All These Sons, which is the documentary, which is the, I don't know, the guy who did Minding the Gap. It was the next movie about Chicago.
Really? Bing Lang? No,
Yeah.
Bing Wong.
Bing Liu?
Bing Liu.
It's some like,
Let's debate over his name, please.
but it's
A little.
I didn't realize he made another movie.
yeah,
That's
it's,
really cool.
it's about it's about
Rockford.
about
Yeah. Shout out to Rockford.
Chicago. Mommy Wata,
Bing Liu.
The Burial, The Boy and the Heron, Society of the Snow, nominated. That was on my list. The Iron Claw. I don't know what's
Wow,
nominated at
it's
this point. Elemental, Soulmate,
free on
Cadejo Blanco, Sisu, and The Killer. So
Zach, what was on your list that didn't get nominated?
All These Sons.
he hasn't seen it. See, I mean, it is exactly. It
It looks really good.
It
I
is
never
the,
even heard of it.
it was a terrible year for documentaries. It was the best documentary last year.
Well, speaking of documentary, my number 7 movie of the year was Take Care of Maya. No one mentioned it because no one bothered to watch it. Number
You mean
6
the
is
science movie.
is Monster, which also no one watched. The Lost Weekend of Love Story, another great documentary. Full time, no one's seen it. You Can Live Forever. Todd has respect for beer. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. Now, I was prepared to give Jake Gyllenhaal the worst performance of the year for Guy Ritchie's The Covenant because there's a 20-minute stretch of that movie when he's really bad. That is the reason it ranks 18 instead of higher on my list. Is the 20-minute section of the movie he's not very good. Have you seen The Covenant? Guy Ritchie's Covenant?
Nope.
Okay.
How did you not see that? That was a whole Terry movie
It's
to see in theaters.
it's
that none of
actually a
us
great
see
movie.
it. Zach,
Guy Ritchie's The Covenant is actually better than The Hurt Locker.
Holy shit! Dude, you love the Hurt Locker. That was in your top 10 of
I
that year.
absolutely love The Hurt Locker. I think Guy Ritchie's The Covenant is a better movie. Wow. Maestro. No one liked that as much as I did.
I had it on my list.
I really like Maestro. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. That's a shame that that's not in the top.
I know.
10.
There were, I will say this, there were 3 movies that were on all 4 lists, that were on all 425s. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret was one of them. But it was in no one's top 10. It was low enough that it did not make the list.
So the other ones were Killers.
We need to start a new category for
Right.
most rewatchable. And Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret would be the most rewatchable. of 2020.
Well, Killers, obviously, we reviewed that on the top 10, so I think
That's true. That's true.
I
I
also
think it was on all 4 top 10.
I also
top
had
10s.
Fair Play. I don't know if anyone
I had Fair Play.
I love Fair Play. Great movie. Okay. Todd didn't like the ending.
I-
It was a great debate on the
I nominated Phoebe Diviner, and no one else did.
I like
So-
the ending. I thought the ending was bold. It was daring. It was like picking Nebraska to cover the first half and the under.
that was on a whim.
All right. Well, there we go. Those are the Pinots. That's
There we
it.
go. Beautiful.
We have
What's the
wrapped it up.
What's the most nominated movie? Adam.
I
Oh.
lost track, but
Adam lost track.
I will keep
MVP
track.
of the podcast.
Yeah, well, yeah, I missed an award. And I said,
Well, there we go. That's it. Like I said, come back in, I think, 4 weeks. We will be talking about
watched everything at that point.
everything that I needed to watch because I think I'm the only one that has not seen something.
Yeah.
No,
Falcon
he
Lake.
hasn't seen Creed 3.
I need to see Creed 2 and 3. I need to see How to Blow Up a Pipeline.
Yeah.
I need to
Nominated
see.
for what?
It was nominated for
Ensemble
for a
cast.
screenplay.
Yeah. Ensemble cast.
No, it wasn't. It was
Oh, wow.
screenplay.
Screenplay? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't remember that. I probably objected to it when it happened. I jumped again. That was a terrible pick.
And there was one other one. I think there were 4 movies that were nominated that I
I
haven't
think
seen.
I've seen everything. This is disappointing.
I think So, anyways, next week, Oscar preview, the shoulda, woulda, couldas of who should have been nominated, should have won,
Should win.
will win, and should have been nominated.
And then I'll look back at my January prediction.
And we'll have
2 weeks,
internet issues with one of us.
of course, 2 weeks, live reactions to the Oscars,
There we go.
and then 3 weeks, we have a deep dive.
of, can we say it?
Go for it.
Election.
Election is
Great.
our next deep dive.
Alexander Payne.
In
Two-time Oscar
4
winner,
weeks,
Alexander Payne.
in 4 weeks, we'll be revealing the winners of the major categories at the Pinos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
And Daily Notes.
Follow Daily Notes.
Daily Notes.
The Crow. Revisit.
Wow. Bro, that's
Damn.
a good one. Thank you guys so much for dealing with whatever this was.
Go
Vegas,
Nebraska.
baby.
Go Nebraska. Go Big Red. We'll see you next time. Until then, have fun watching movies, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Sit spin. We don't do. We do
That's the
Catch you on
sideshow.
MJ.
Yeah.
Catch you on the Menjay. All that stuff.
John Boyd is slapping.
John Foyt up the face.
I almost
That
forgot
was
about
good
this.
language.
I almost forgot it. Yay!
Las Vegas, a city built on sand, broken dreams, and $5 lobster. A city where you can get a happy ending if you pay a little extra. A city home to a movie event greater than the Oscars, the Golden Globes, and World War II combined. It's the Almost Sideways Movie Awards. Let's get some Pinot.
End it now. That's the ending.